apart. We can live, we can love, yes, we can spark. We can give, we can love, we can die together. The conversation, the separation, the overlooked $1,000,000 violations. It's time to forget, to hit reset. It's how you're won't forget about the presets.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
Choose your command. You have chosen
the Face-Off Hockey Show.
I mean, hockey is my life. I've got on hockey underwear right now.
The Face-Off Hockey Show. With Scotty Waz. Sean O.
A breakaway. Takes two
And the P-Boys, Johnny and Mark with a C.
Yeah, baby.
Here's your host for the Face-Off Hockey Show, Scotty Waz.
Hey, how's everybody doing? It's another great week in hockey, and it's also the 25th anniversary of Saved by Bell being on the air. So there's that.
Is that debuting on the air or getting canceled?
It looks like debuting, so probably when it was called Good Morning Miss Bliss.
Yes.
So that seems to be right with the timeline. What, 89? That's when that whole thing started?
Sounds good to me.
In any case. Yeah, good times had by all. I'm Scotty Waz. Johnny P is starting there. Mark with a C, chimed in as he is to do.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny P, first off, you're wearing a barbershop pole-esque jersey, and I enjoy it thoroughly.
I am. I'm wearing a DC United jersey. Doesn't it look like all the DC United black and red jerseys?
I think it has a big Volkswagen sign in the middle like I'm used to.
Yeah. So this jersey, I think they wore like 3 or 4 times. I washed it recently, so I remembered I had it again.
Nice. Well, that's good.
Yeah. That's normally when I remember I have clothing, is when I wash it.
Hey, I washed this. All right.
Yeah, so I wanted to make sure I wasn't wearing the same thing I wore last week.
That's good. I would have liked it if you kept doing it.
No,
just kept it going. Just made
just
it happen.
Every 2 weeks wore the same thing.
Every week wear the same thing and see when anyone noticed.
You noticed the second week, though.
Yes, but that was me.
My
and
was up.
Yeah, I could have just kept on doing it, and you'd be like, I don't know. I just throw things on, brother.
Plus, I know that you like barbershops.
That is true, especially barbershop quartets. It's a lost art form.
It is. Truly is.
If we had one more person, then we would go ahead and have the barbershop quartet. But now we're just some kind of bullshit hair salon trio. I don't need that in my life.
No.
Don't need that in my life.
We're like the Sports Clips trio.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Oh, God.
That's good. I like that.
I'm a big fan of that. Man, we got some breaking news, too, today. We got a lot of hockey stuff going on, man.
Really?
Yeah, we actually have some craziness going on, but we'll get to that in a second, man.
So I think that I became an adult today.
How'd you do that? And we'll get to you. Your week, sir.
My dad asked if he could borrow tools that I had in my house. Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
I think that's like turning the corner. That's when it occurs.
When Dad borrows tools from you, it's like Russia. It's like Soviet Russia.
It is. Right. It really is.
Right. And it wasn't even a tool It wasn't even a tool I had originally stolen from him.
Wow, even better.
Yeah.
So what was the tool?
He needed my reciprocating skull.
I see.
So I had so I have that, and I have my circular saw too, that he's taking to the shore in case he has problems getting the door out.
That's one way to do it.
Cut that bastard down.
He's just gonna cut the son of a bitch out.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what you need a saw for, is just to cut shit.
Isn't there a hardware store like literally as you drive into Ocean City?
Yeah, but he doesn't want to buy one for himself. He wants to use the one that I have.
That's true.
That's true. And it's not like Johnny needs it anytime soon.
I have not used it yet. I've been in my house for 3 years. It's still in the packaging.
It's gonna be great if you did use it. Need to use it this weekend.
Okay, you got a reciprocating saw that is still in the
harder to
packaging.
say than you think.
It is. I haven't even started drinking yet.
Yeah.
A reciprocating saw that you haven't opened yet. Like normally when you buy
Well,
things
no,
like
I
that,
haven't
it's
put
because
the-
you.
I opened it, but I haven't put the blade in it yet.
But it's usually because you need it for something.
No,
That's
like,
why you buy these
it
things.
with other stuff. It was like one of those boxes where you get like a nice like leather bag, and you get a screw gun and like batteries and a reciprocating saw and a
Wow.
circular saw and a light too, and 2 batteries and a charger and a leather bag. Boom.
Nice.
I bought
Look
it
at
all.
that.
It was on sale. I think
Gem
Herman
mint
actually
condition.
threw it in my cart, and I didn't realize it until I got home.
It's good, Herman. It's a good Herman.
Yeah, definitely.
It's
So
in
yeah,
gem
that
mint 10
occurred
condition,
today.
man, and now it's no longer in gem mint 10 condition because
Dad's gonna bust it all up.
ish is going down.
Yeah. Oh well. So yeah, that happened today. I went to a wedding on
Hey,
Saturday night, which was pretty badass. It turned into a full-fledged karaoke night.
Beautiful.
wow.
Yeah, like people started leaving, and they had the hall until midnight. So like a lot of people were leaving at like 10:30. So the the DJ just broke out wireless microphones, turned the monitor around, and it was like a computer screen with words for karaoke, and everybody just started doing karaoke until midnight.
That's an impressive setup.
It was pretty nice. It was very nice. Yeah, he had 2 turntables and multiple microphones though.
I just say that's good on him for just switching on the fly like that. I mean, that alone is mad props. You give him the wink and the point because you know how the story goes. You're like, hey, good going, good on you, boss.
Been there, brother.
Yeah, definitely. They had some good beer too. We were drinking small craft most of the night.
Interesting.
So yeah, and it was at the BWI Marriott, so I didn't even drive.
Jesus Christ,
Yep.
You're living large.
Yep, true story.
Fun times, good
And
times.
then soccer season starts this weekend. Refereeing this weekend.
Woo! What kind of
That
assignments do you
reminds me,
have, sir?
If you have that outing this weekend, I might just show up at 2 o'clock. No, just kidding.
Yes.
I have a game in Rockville
Okay.
on Saturday at 12:30, and a game at George Washington University on Sunday at
Okay.
noon, I believe. Yeah. So I'm there this weekend.
Fantastic.
Good times had by all.
And of course, as most of you know, Johnny P is a master in the refereeing arts. So he may not be joining us because they need him too much. So we'll see what he can do. But
I
luckily,
have some Wednesdays, but not many this year. Not yet.
from what I've heard, that the Wednesdays are clear for right now. So we shall see. But it's also good to get Johnny back on that house. I don't know what that means. Anything else happened this week for you,
Plus,
sir?
I was randomly looking through iTunes today because I noticed that the Men in Blazers podcast was #1 overall for podcasts.
Number 1.
So I decided to see where we were,
Mm-hmm.
and I scrolled for a little bit, and then I got tired. So I went into sports, and I looked at professional sports, and we were 93rd on the list. We were actually many spots ahead of Marek Mashinsky.
Yeah, eat that,
Suckers.
Fox.
Yeah, and we don't even do a show every week or every day.
Yeah.
We do a show every week.
Guess what? In the summer, they don't either. So we'll see how it goes. But hey, we'll take it. We'll take small victories because that's all we can at this point in life.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we get up to at least 91 so we could celebrate the Fedorov. Right
Yes.
now, what? We're a Peter Nedved.
Yep, we're Peter Nedved or Doug Gilmore if you're a Leafs fan.
Oh, that's not too bad, I guess.
That's not terrible.
I'd like to get up to Fedorov territory, though, so if people want to keep pushing us up the list, I'd be fine with that.
Maybe an Alex McGillney.
I was going to say we could Joey Juno this motherfucker if we wanted, or Rene Gonzalez.
Yeah, I mean, let's go right for Rene Gonzalez if we're going to do it. Do it.
Double
right.
Ocho.
Yeah, we'll turn this leadoff walk into a triple.
Turn this leadoff walk until an out at second, stretching into a double.
Tried to steal second.
Try to steal second, like in Little League. When you have a runner on third, you get a walk and you just run around first and see if they're gonna throw it at you.
I did always like that. Whenever there was a runner on third, the guy would walk and he'd just start taking off towards second base to see if the ball was going to get thrown into the center field.
Oh, that's the best.
Yeah, that was a good play.
As a catcher, it was nerve-wracking, but the always best move is you pump fake it hard, and you try to sell it, and then you see if dude goes from third. There's many a guy I've picked off at third with that kind of move. Step out in front of the plate and you just pump fake it like it's like you're goddamn a guy who pump fakes a lot. Eli Manning, there it is.
A guy who pump fakes.
You're like a guy who pump fakes a lot, that guy. All right, sounds like a good week for Johnny P there. We go over to Mark with a C there.
Had a pretty good week. I was at a bachelor party all weekend.
Wow.
Which was in Lively, Virginia, it's at like a cabin in the woods kind of place. It was a good time.
How lively was it?
I thought that was an adjective to describe Virginia.
It was Lively, Virginia. No, it was a town about 3 hours away. So it was a one Wawa trip.
Away from accident?
It was far enough away from accident. There were no accidents.
That's good.
It was one Wawa though. One Wawa trip.
Interesting.
Yes. So, which was delicious because we stopped there for dinner on the way down. Other than that, nothing too crazy. Just keep on keeping on. Life's a garden. Dig it.
Any other motivational T-shirts you got for us?
Not from Joe Dirt, no.
No. Okay, good. That sounds like a fun time. Who's the next victim?
For bachelor party or for wedding?
Well, whose bachelor party was it? Is the question.
It was my buddy Chris. My buddy
Nice.
Chris he's got a big beard, and
This is not as bad as Mark's summer of weddings, which was what, a year or two ago?
that was 2 years ago. Although this year has rivaled it.
Really?
Yeah. Lots of weddings so far this year, but hopefully that's all coming to a close.
Well, yeah,
Yes.
summer's almost over.
Down with the weddings.
Down with weddings.
I've had
Hell,
enough
well,
of the weddings.
This is bullshit. All of you have gotten married at least once so far.
Yeah.
Let's not make it two.
Well,
I
all of
decided
my
that-
friends have gone through their wedding phase, but Brittany's friends have not yet. This is the 2-year gap where now it's all her friends.
I decided that once everybody's married, we should just have bachelor parties for me. When you
That
guys
works.
want to get away
For
from your
being
family.
a bachelor.
Yeah, for being a
For
bachelor.
being a bachelor, here's a bachelor party.
I think that's the way that they were intended.
Yeah. True, right? I don't think that they were intended to be like, oh, well, you're going to be married to the same person for the rest of your life. Let's throw a party while you're still a bachelor. It should be intended for bachelors.
Right.
Here's the big hurdle: is that why is Johnny having another bachelor party? It's just not working out, is it? I'm like, I don't know what's going on with him. Just can't find the right girl.
Yeah, he
Listen.
keeps breaking it off. Every
Exactly.
year we have a bachelor party.
You hear about Runaway Bride? Yeah, he's playing Sandra Bullock. I don't know what to tell you. I really don't know what to tell you. I never had a bachelor party. Actually, the bachelor party was Boston Pizza.
So we did have a bachelor party because I was in a trunk driving back, or well, I wasn't
Well, that was
driving, but I was in
that
the
was the
trunk
reception.
of the car
That
Getting
was the
back.
reception. That wasn't even the bachelor party.
Oh God.
I think
So the bachelor party was when I
sort of
tried to
like
pick up the waitress, and Jeopardy got a new nickname.
Yeah, exactly. When he became C Block.
Wasn't the the bachelor? Well, what was the Kissling's party? Was, I guess, the going away party.
Yes, that was a going away party.
Mhm.
I see.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that was when I was bald.
Yep. So when Radio Todd Butts showed up, it was great.
Yeah, I think Stephen P. Lycomie was there too.
Was he? No.
I don't know. I thought he was. Maybe not.
First off, I don't know Stephen Lycomie.
I just think we should. I thought we were just changing his name every time he came on the show.
We could. That'd be
Or is
great.
it just the middle initial he gets?
It's just the middle initial we change. We don't change everything
I took
else.
it to a new level.
Yeah, I'm just like, wow, you really confused me. Look at you go.
I'm not even thinking either. Jeez.
Wow. Neither am I. I'm just natural. I just woke up probably about 10 minutes ago when we started the show. 5 minutes after we started the show, I woke up. It's great. Anything else happen for you this week, Mr. Mark?
No, that's about it. It's a big 5-day week for me. I know it's normal for most people, but it's not for me.
No, Mark's special.
I've got to work on Friday, guys.
Wow.
Very, very sad.
God damn. The hell?
But it'll be okay. I have to work next Friday also. I know that's also shocking to most people.
First world problems, bro.
I know.
Hey, did Josh Berman invite you guys to like law offices of Joshua Berman?
Yes,
Yep.
I did like it.
I did like it as well.
Yeah.
Because I wanted him to do a Stephen L. Miles kind of commercial.
I'd like to see him do a commercial where he's just standing in front of a brick wall, like Barry Glazer.
Well, I thought like doing a comedian gimmick. What's the deal with lawyers? Am I right? Ladies know what I'm talking about.
That's true. What?
Women be shopping for the least expensive lawyer. I'm Joshua Berman. How are you? Yeah, good times. What happened with me this weekend? This week? Yeah, nothing. No, that's about it. I have the greatest of weeks, I tell you what. Bowling day tomorrow, though, so believe you me.
All right.
I'm down with the sickness. I think it's just sinus congestion, to be honest with you. I'm not really sure what else it is. But yeah, bowling day tomorrow. It's going to be a fun time. I'm starting to think about the bowling pilot in which I am doing for the Ubity tubes. So yeah. I even got
Mark
a name.
doesn't even know about this. You should probably tell him after the show, too.
I will. It's going to be great. The show is tentatively called Shooting the Split with Scotty Waz.
I like it.
It's a punny name, and yeah, make it so. So we'll see how it goes. Got feelers out there. See how it happens. Test out the lanes. Sort it all out. Make shit real. So that's how it's going with that. So yeah, that's my week for next week. So I already got next week's out of the way. So I don't have to worry about me next week. Just call me the nose for dumbass of the first BS segment.
Booyah.
Booyah. But yeah, other than that, I've just been sitting here watching this hockey news roll in, especially the past couple of days. We've had a shit ton of news. So, I'm not going to get to it just yet. I will ask you of this. What the hell's with this team, and what have they done with the actual Baltimore Orioles? They're playing very, very good baseball.
Yeah, maybe I should turn the game on. Is it on right now? It's in Chicago. That probably doesn't come on for another hour.
They're probably at least another 12 minutes because it's going to be 8 o'clock there soon.
I didn't even check to see if I got WGN.
That's fine. Masson probably has it.
I know, it was just a Chicago joke.
I thought everybody had WGN.
Pretty sure they do.
That's the only way that you could watch Saved by the Bell.
That's
right.
true as well. And you get to hear the homer of all the homers, Hawk Harrelson. So there's that.
Yeah, the Orioles have been playing well.
I like it. I feel good. They picked a good goddamn time to get good, especially when the rest of the AL East is shit-tacular.
Yes. I saw the Orioles hockey jersey, too.
Yeah, it's pretty badass. Aesthetics has a nice little crossover thing that they're doing. A lot of baseball jerseys in there, and that Orioles one with a nod to the old Baltimore Clippers jerseys. Pretty badass, not gonna lie. So, big fan of that. Big fan of that in general. That's quite the remote you got there for that. What do you got? The Verizon there?
I do have Verizon.
Look at you. Look at you.
But this is a Logitech Harmony, one of the numbers. I'm not sure which number.
Wow. Is that any good? Like, I don't understand. Like, for me, I don't have many devices, but I guess if you have a shit ton of devices, it seems to be the most spectacular thing in the world.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I have a touchscreen one downstairs.
Wow, Jesus, living large.
I'm not messing around.
No, not even. Maybe that's why you have to work a 5-day work week the next 2 weeks, man. all this technology in your house.
Up in your grill.
Up in your grill. What you got in that bag?
All right, so the pregame is on the TV.
Pre-game on. Rick Dempsey in his underwear. It's a great time had by y'all.
As always.
Also, Wild Bill Hagee night this past weekend. I'm kind of sad I missed that, and everybody in their straw cowboy hats.
Yeah, I'm kind of sad I missed it too.
Did they give away cowboy hats?
Yeah, they did.
I think the first 20,000 people.
20,000 cowboy hats are gone.
Exactly.
Making their way around the good city of
eBay.
Baltimore.
Oh.
And eBay. Yeah.
It's rivaling Bucket Hat Night, so that's good. And they won that game because they beat the Cardinals. They put Black Smoke because they beat the Cardinals, and the Cardinals didn't beat them. Get it?
It's a Pope joke.
It's a Pope joke. Hey-oh. All right, let's get to some news, because boy howdy, shit be crazy, yo. Yeah, I know. Jumping into hockey, first 20 minutes of the show. No one knows what the hell's going on. All right, so there's changes to the draft lottery starting next year, 2015. Apparently, what it's doing is it's punishing the bad teams.
Good.
So top 3 teams who want to tank, your odds aren't going to be as good, as the NHL has adjusted it to fit quote-unquote competitive balance in the league. So teams with a worse record no longer have a 25% chance. They now have a 20% chance of getting the first pick, and then so on and so forth. So basically, it kind of evens out. They still have a little bit more of a chance than the team that finished in 14th, or what is that, 17th place? Yeah, 17th place, but still. The odds of getting that first overall for the worst team is decreased immensely. So, fun there. But next year, 2016, the first 3 picks are going to be made via lottery. So even if you're the worst team, you're not going to be guaranteed a top 3 pick.
Well, no, I mean you'd be guaranteed the 3rd pick, right?
Nope.
You said the top 3 picks are going to be lottery.
You're guaranteed nothing, and you're going to like it.
Exactly, but the worst team can fall to 4th overall.
Oh.
Okay, so they're guaranteed to stay in the top 4.
Yes. But top 3.
So can this lottery occur at the draft?
I wish. That'd be so amazing to see people scrambling.
I was talking with Mark about it at first, and I thought that it was just the top 3 picks. Like they would tell you everybody that got up until like the 4th pick, and then they would be like, "All right, the top 3 picks are up for grabs," and that'd be awesome to do at the draft. Like right before the draft started, they would like roll lottery balls and be like, "And the number 1 pick is so and so. You're on the clock."
That'd be dramatic. Like that'd be awesome. Like that would add a new element and get people to watch a little bit more.
Yeah.
However, that's more work and more ping pong balls that the NHL has to drag out.
I agree because I came up with it.
Yeah, they're a little gun shy about traveling with stuff. I like that idea too.
They could put a whole bunch of those like little soccer balls, like the Champions League balls that have team names in them. Just put a whole bunch of those in the top of the Stanley Cup, and then you like swirl it around and you like pull one out.
Interesting. I like this idea. I'm liking it more and more.
Yeah.
Or we could pop the bottom off the Stanley Cup and do it that way.
Well, that would be cool too. No one uses that side of the cup.
Standing on who was the rock band that put the cup upside down a few years back? Was it Def Leppard? Who when Detroit won the Stanley Cup, the next year they had the home opener, and I guess NBC used them as the poster boys for the modern NHL. Def Leppard. And then they put the cup upside down on the big thing, and I think everyone just shook their heads because, like, really, why are we putting this? Why are we putting these guys on the air? Now I have to look this up because it's gonna bug me. Upside down Stanley Cup.
The other thing too is that we were talking about how you could trade the chance to have the first pick. Then you could just like make a trade and be like, well, you're gonna have one of the top 3 picks, but I can't tell you exactly which pick it is.
This is true.
And I'd like your first round pick and your third round pick.
I like it. I like that. That I like a lot better. I just say screw it. Do it like you did in the lockout season and have yourself all 30 teams in there. We hope for the best.
I don't know about that. Then we hear about the Penguins having 3 balls again, and
really weird. Well,
they
it
get
makes
the
up.
first pick, even though they had it 2 years before.
Yeah. Also, it was Def Leppard who put it upside down. So there you go.
Fantastic, because of course everyone that is fans of Ovechkin and Crosby when they got drafted knows who Def Leppard is.
Well, for sure, man. Who doesn't?
They're no Nickelback.
That's true. One-armed drummer, man. One-armed drummer. That's all you need to know about Def Leppard. That's all
Or
I need to know.
Shaka Khan.
Shaka Khan. Love me some Shaka Khan, man. That's my demographic for the NHL awards. Oh God, who they have this year? Parliament, but not Funkadelic. Really odd. I don't even remember. You know what? That's how bad the award show was. I don't even remember it.
I didn't watch it.
I think I was in transit to Baltimore. Kind of glad I was.
Although they were ahead of the times, having Robin Thicke on 2 years before he got famous.
That's true.
Yeah.
So
but
that
they
means
also
that Nickelback will become famous then?
famous at one. They'll become famouser.
Famous soon?
Famousin? They're coming out with a new album apparently.
Really?
The Nickelback. That was a big deal. All 6 people who love them, mostly old goaltenders, are jumping for joy for it.
And people that like drum solos.
Exactly, and people
Avril
who
Lavigne.
yeah, exactly. People who like people who married Avril Lavigne, which is why Sum 41 got so big for that back in the day.
Wait, was she married to one of them?
She was married to the lead singer of Sum 41, and then broke his heart, and now she's married to Chad Kroeger.
It was completely miserable about Avril Lavigne.
What?
I think that was lit.
That was
That
lit.
was
That
lit,
was in Sum
yeah.
41. No,
Yeah.
that's right.
All
I
of
get
that crazy
confused.
pop punk era, yeah.
Yeah.
They all sounded the same. That was a good song, though. Completely miserable. I'm not gonna lie to you. Lit's 2 hits were amazing.
That whole CD was great to play out of your car when you were 16.
16, man. I was doing it last week. Kidding me?
I did. I took No Doubt's Tragic Kingdom and Garth Brooks' The Hits to work last Friday, and we listened.
I thought you
to
said you were
them.
gonna mix them, Tiesto.
Yes, I mixed them together.
It'd be great if you did. You know
It's,
how
If I talk,
It's the dance with Don't Speak's beat in the background.
I think so. Yeah. The only when I talk. I don't talk. Oh, okay. I won't talk.
Uh-oh.
He can hear me.
Quick, Mark, don't talk, and then she can. There she is. Look at her. She's in all her glory. Great, Mrs. Mark, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have much. Leave us alone.
That's right. Brittany says hello.
Yes, of course. Live on air. She says hello to our viewing audience. It's great. She's a big fan. She's a big fan of our show. Well, kind of. She tolerates
It's
it.
true. All right.
It'll be bad the 1 week that Brittany wants to go to sleep at like 8 on a Wednesday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just takes the phone and has to go downstairs. All right.
She's passed out every night that I've done the show from up here on the couch downstairs.
Oh,
Which
jeez.
is only twice though, but still.
Yeah. It's 2 for 2. That's 100%. Like those odds though. It's good odds. So there you go. All right. So that was the draft news.
Yay, draft.
Here's some other fun news, which kind of ties into the draft. We might have seen the last of short round, the NHL draft.
Oh no.
As it was announced today or yesterday on Tuesday, Charles Wong has kind of sold the New York Islanders. He has sold it to former Washington Capitals co-owner John Ledecky and a investor Scott Malkin, and they will take over a majority control by 2016. However, Charles Wang will still hold on to a minority owner. Don't be racist. Yeah, so basically Charles Wang is going to own it this year and next year, and then have a transitional phase where Ledecky and Malkin will take over the majority ownership by 2016-17, and then Charles Wang will still be in the fold unless they decide to buy him out. So the saga of the New York Islanders being up for sale could be over with before it even started.
That's really smart by Wang, though. He's going to stick around so that he can see the first year in Brooklyn, and then when the hipsters realize that other people like hockey, they'll stop going, and then he's like, all right, I sold the team to somebody else. Now it's your problem.
The good thing about hockey in Brooklyn, that arena only seats 26 people. So I think, and they'd still be hard-pressed to give up tickets.
Might be a sellout.
Yeah. No, I think they only hold 13,000 for hockey there. So
that's not bad.
It's not terrible for a minor league team, that's for sure. But here we are in an era where now the Islanders are sold. So, yeah, this is after a week or two after we had that story about Charles Wang getting sued from What's His Nut. So I'm sure that's going to be a fun case.
So is that a different person than actually bought the team doing him?
What was that?
A different person than who's actually bought the team is suing him.
That was a different dude, isn't it? I think that's pretty crucial. I'm like, oh, good job, Charles Wang. You screwed one guy over, and now you get yourself some money. Good work. So yeah, Islanders sold. Peace out. But Charles Wang's still going to be around, but I don't think we're going to see Short Round up on the stage anymore. Sadly. But hey, rest in peace, Short Round.
He didn't die.
What? He's dead to me. Yet. Yeah, exactly. Yet. Hey, remember when Todd Bertuzzi broke Steve Moore's neck?
No.
Good, because it was 10.5 years ago. You should remember something that long. Well, apparently it was finally going to civil trial, starting September 8th, after 10.5 years. And then there was word on Tuesday that the settlement had been reached. Steve Moore was suing for $68 million. And then they said, oh, a settlement has been reached, but apparently, according as of today, Wednesday, the 20th of August, the word out of Steve Moore camp that no settlement had been reached. So the beat goes on. Cup of coffee. Beat goes on.
I liked the article about how it basically talked about Todd Bertuzzi was looking for a contract, so his lawyer was like, yeah, they met a settlement. We got a settlement. And then Steve Moore was like, yeah, I can't make decisions.
Yeah, listen, remember when I said we were going to have a settlement? Yeah, I was a little light about that.
And then he blamed it on Todd Bertuzzi, though. He's like, ever since that incident, I can't deal with the media anymore. I can't make decisions.
Yeah. Ever since that hit, my media skills have gone right out the window.
I'm still trying to figure out how they got a $68 million number, because he would have never made that in his career.
No, but who knows? I guess they're shooting for potential. That's why we need to like Josh Berman's law page. We could figure that out completely.
We should get him on the show like the ESPN lawyer.
Exactly. Be great. Guys, I don't deal with this kind of law. I don't care. Learn to deal with it.
Tell us how it works, damn it.
Make it go. Law's the same. There's no difference. Nothing is different in law. Yeah, so apparently, and also someone did the math, the Todd Bertuzzi's earnings since then has been $20 million since that incident.
Nice.
So, good for him, I guess, for making that money after that incident. Oh, this is the breaking news that I was talking about when we got off the hop. Word around San Jose Shark camp is that Joe Thornton has been stripped of the captaincy.
Uh-oh. Captain
So-
Joe, Captain No Mo.
No Jumbo Joe, no Mo. Now remember the last time they stripped a guy of their captaincy, Patrick Marleau went on a pretty decent tear to start off the year. So we'll see if Joe Thornton has that kind of swag in him. But
Gumption.
Gumption? Is it
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to say.
I want to see if he shows nuts.
His nuts.
Only
Or
if
if
he
he goes-
scores 4 goals.
Yeah, only if he shows 4, or if he's partying too hard at the Waldorf Chapter 2, or wherever that bar was that him and his brother fought somebody at.
The part 2. It was part 2, not
part
chapter
2. Yeah. The saga continues. Wu-Tang, Wu-Tang. Um,
So who is their captain?
no one. It's just now it's no one. Now it's just there. It's just hanging out in the balance for anyone. It could be you or me.
Nice.
Oh,
I
and
think I
they
deserve to be the Sharks captain.
even bigger news, they stripped Patrick Marleau of the alternate captain.
No, he's just become nothing on the
Jesus.
team now.
Jesus, the Sharks and their practice jerseys are just clearing house. So there's that. Blah 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 blah. Speaking of news conference Wednesday, Shark head coach Todd McClellan said he didn't consider the move to be stripping former captain Joe Thornton SC because the veteran would have the opportunity to earn the designation back. So apparently they're just taking all the letters from everybody, and they're saying you have to earn this if you really want it.
What occurred is that Reebok told them that they couldn't get the letters in time for preseason to start. So they were like, the A's and the C's that match your guys' teal might not be in until a little bit later. So you just take them away from people for the time being.
Listen, guys. Yeah, we need a C for the back of the jersey. Yeah, don't tell. I don't know why. We could have just sent it to ice jerseys, but still. Yeah, we need that back. We need it back. Thanks, appreciate it.
So there's that.
And there's more breaking news, guys.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this is going to be a heartbreaker.
Oh, no.
I just got an alert saying that Daniel Bryan needs Tommy John surgery. And we'll be out an additional 3 months.
Oh, no way.
It must be from all of the shoulder overuse and elbow overuse from throwing up the yes.
Exactly. He threw out his arm giving up the yeses. That's insane. Wow. All right then. Huh.
That sucks. But is he married to the Psycho girl?
No, that's CM Punk.
Oh yeah, CM Punk is. That's right.
He's married to the flat-chested twin, or the smaller-breasted twin.
Is that that's the girl that is wrestling Stephanie McMahon?
There it is. Yeah.
Or did wrestle Stephanie
Did wrestle.
McMahon.
Did
I watch my WWF Raw on Thursday nights from time to time.
WWE, but it's okay.
Same thing.
Maybe it's a panda. Maybe you're watching just panda fighting on the National Geographic
That's
channel.
actually what it is. It's like a hyena and a giraffe like going at it.
But it's at a Hyatt Regency in Jersey. It's
Yeah.
the weirdest goddamn thing.
Yeah, I mean the rings are a lot bigger normally. I don't remember them being that big when I used to watch wrestling in the past, but I mean more power to them. It looks like they've picked up some really good gimmicks. I mean, they had a guy in a full gorilla suit wrestling last time I watched it.
Amazing. They haven't
That's
had
fantastic.
that since Nitro '93.
Oh, I thought you were going to say since Gorilla Monsoon.
Oh, that's true too. But that was just body hair for him. That wasn't anything really special. Also, in Sharkies news, as they announced that Rafi Torres had his second surgery on his right knee to fight an infection and will need a third surgery to repair ACL damage. So Rafi Torres just going through a lot of junk. So he's out for the foreseeable
Well, he was a
future.
jerk anyway.
That is true. He's been an asshole, so...
No one
speedy
cares.
recovery, but not too speedy. There you go. No timetable has been set for Rafi Torres. He will be singing kids songs to commandeer the lost income he'll have for hockey. Don't know what that means, but we'll go with it.
Like Jack Johnson?
Yep, he's going to be doing the Curious George soundtrack also. Ken Holland re-signed by the Detroit Red Wing for another 4 years, so they have a GM for the next 4 years. J.S. Jaguar officially not retired, but officially going to retire soon, maybe. We don't know. No one's talked to J.S. Jaguar because they forgot all about him in 2007.
Guys, I'm gonna retire, and this time I mean it.
Guys, I'm gonna retire. Who are you again? Oh,
It's like the person who threatens to like deactivate their Facebook account.
yeah, or unfollow, or just leave Twitter and stuff like that.
Yes, or leave Twitter completely.
I might as well.
What? Leave Twitter?
Yeah, I haven't been on there in a while.
No, you really haven't, but it's good fodder that maybe you'll show up. Just maybe.
I should tweet you, and then like in a year you can respond to it.
Done. August 19th. Or August 20th. What is today?
I sent you I
Today's the
sent you a tweet recently, right? You can respond to that. In like
There
a
you
year.
go.
All right, about the ALS water challenge.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I said that. I said Pitts Lives got me in the ice bucket challenge.
I did the same.
I'll
as well.
respond to that next year, and people will be so confused.
Yes,
Exactly.
awesome. Or wait 2 years. I mean, I don't really care. Just one way or the other, make it happen.
What do you do in the ice bucket challenge? It's the hot soup over your head challenge now.
Yeah, yeah. You actually stick your head in a boiling pot of water.
Yeah, exactly. It's scalding. It's the scalding challenge to raise awareness for hair growth. It doesn't make sense. No, neither does an ice bucket. Stupid. Anyway, all right. You guys can explain this one to me. How the hell is there still no venue for the Winter Classic yet?
That's a great. That's a great question. It's not like they have to start making the ice now or selling the tickets. Although I'm sure the Capitals have already tried selling tickets to this event already, even though they don't know how much it's going to cost to pull it off.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see where this goes because I have inside sources that say that it's almost 100% sure not going to be Oriole Park at Camden Yards.
All right then. Well, that's out. Also, it's going to be 100% sure that the it's not going to be FedEx Field either, because the Redskins and Cowboys play a couple days prior, either a couple days prior or a couple days after. I can't remember which, but they're not going to be able to have the ice up in time or down in time. So
that leaves National Stadium, RFK, and Maryland. Bird
Stadium, because the bird is the word.
Bird Stadium would be pretty awesome.
Or Washington, D.C. Capitals can hold it in Philly. They've already done it once, so they know how to. They know all the logistics of it all. Not really that big of a deal.
Exactly. Guys, we're holding it at the Citizens Bank Park again. What? Guys, we're holding it at Pimlico. Make it happen.
That would be fun.
That would be pretty cool.
There'd just be they could put the ice in the infield and then allow people to stand next to it while horses are running around.
No coolers though in the infield.
No
coolers.
You won't be able to have coolers because we don't want full beers ending up on the ice.
They want to have it in D.C. obviously, so they're opening up the option of RFK. Even though if you get too rowdy, the whole thing could come down. So
Not so. Not.
No?
Although I don't know how many. How long do you think it's been since people have been in the upper deck of RFK?
The last time I saw people I was actually in the upper deck of RFK last year when U.S. played Germany.
And there we go. A year at least.
So there you go.
So there you go.
Answered all my questions.
Structurally sound.
We had like 48,000 at the game or something like that. So I mean, the place can hold it still.
That's good. When are they tearing that thing down, by the way?
They might just, if the Winter Classic is held at RFK, they might just give ceremonial sledgehammers out to everybody and allow you to just break shit on your way out.
All right, the Caps win. Now resurrect this fucker.
It's not in Detroit.
Oh. Sorry. Say RoboCop can go ahead and deal with it. I'd like Bird Stadium just so Braden Holtby can steal Matt Mitchell's pads. The man have the Maryland flag on his pads. Just be all Maryland everything.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in. Let's make it happen. Let's do this now, fucker. So that's what's up. I'm surprised because usually by now they have the big press conference. Oh, everyone's here. Woo. So we'll see how this all turns
Where they have
out.
the fake boards all over the place.
Exactly. We're putting things crazy, the football field. Now we're going to shoot things into a goalpost or net or something. I don't know. That was the best part about the Heritage Classic thing. It's just like spaced out boards everywhere, and it's just, we've got a screen in front of our screen. How crazy is that?
The Capitals might go just all off the board completely and hold it at Verizon Center.
Guys, we're gonna have this new concept. We're gonna have an outdoor game inside. What do you think?
Guys, where are you going?
Where are you going? Well, hey, here's the thing. The Las Vegas Wranglers have gone dark for a season. Don't be racist. They've gone dormant, so the indoor Winter Classic is no longer. So I think that they need to pass the trophy along to another team and let them have it. Capitals, perfect example.
It's smart.
First indoor-outdoor game.
It's smart. It's like that AstroTurf that you can get at Lowe's.
Exactly. Or the AstroTurf that was on everyone's patio in the 80s.
It's true. The indoor-outdoor green carpet.
Yeah, my family had that, and it was really weird because you try to make a sliding catch when playing catch, and you hit the AstroTurf. You're like, this burns.
Yeah.
What the hell?
It does burn.
This is garbage. I'm not going to play in Houston ever. And I never did. Never played for the Astros.
Never did. Never
did. Not
never
once.
played
Never.
professional baseball on AstroTurf.
Nope.
I boycotted that.
Here's the thing. I was almost there. Craig Biggio beat me out for the last roster spot. So, look, what has he done? Oh, that's right. He set a lot of Astros records.
Still a jerk.
Biggio? Yeah, a little bit.
Didn't he? Oh no, it was Caminiti that did lots of drugs, right?
Yeah, now
And
he's
Caminiti.
dead. Ken Caminiti. Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, he's dead. He died of a heart attack.
Since when?
I think
Since he
2006.
I don't believe you.
All right. Here we go. Let's go to the videotape. Ken Caminiti
There's
died
videotape of him dying?
That's messed up.
Ken Caminiti died October 10th, 2004, so he's been dead almost a decade.
I'm
He
going
died
to say
of
he's dead.
He died of a cocaine and heroin overdose.
Oh. Yeah, you never mix those two.
No, you try.
It's like liquor and beer.
Just 5 days prior to his death, he admitted in a Houston court that he had violated his probation and tested positive for cocaine. It was his fourth such violation and was sentenced to 180 days in prison, but given credit for time already served and released. So, yeah. Yeah, he died of a speedball. Great. Fun fact, Caminiti entered into a partnership with actor Jason Gedrick and hockey player Mario Lemieux to open a cigar bar called Ash's Cigar Club on Wall Street.
And where's that now?
I'm pretty sure that's the Scores. I really don't know.
There has to be at least 3 scores, right? And I would figure one would be near Wall Street.
Ash's Cigar. Looks like the only Ash's Cigar bar is in Red Bank and it's closed. Oops.
At least it didn't burn down.
There you go. That's what I was waiting for it. I was waiting for that.
Maybe it was in a Bruce Springsteen lyric when they had that big tidal wave. Or hurricane. I can't remember which it was.
It was a hurricane,
maybe
and it was Bob Dylan.
Maybe it did actually burn down, and Scores rose from the ashes.
And literally, especially in the pants.
But it wasn't the hurricane in Bob Dylan?
No, it was. I like the word. I like the association. I'm not gonna lie to you. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Hurricane died too, not too long ago.
It's very sad.
Sad times. You know, also sad. Buffalo hosting the NHL Combine for the next 2 years.
NFL?
NHL Combine.
Oh.
You know what? No, they're gonna do the NFL combo. Combine
I
for
think
NHL
they should do them
players.
both at the same time. That would be awesome.
Same time. Johnny Manziel starts skating a 4.640 between the blue lines, like Luis Mendoza.
I mean, let's be honest, really. Like, Buffalo should be holding the Combine because they are going to have the top picks anyway. Like
Exactly.
they should force the worst team to hold the combines so that they can get to see the most number of players.
This is your future.
It's not a bad idea.
It's not terrible. Especially since Buffalo's building a little hockey city around their area, like a little hockey bubble. So they got that going for them.
As long as it doesn't burn down.
Exactly, or pop.
We're looking at you, Metrodome.
Hey. Gary Bettman did the ALS Challenge, much like everyone here on the Face Off Hockey Show. I think everyone was so shocked because Gary Bettman was actually out of his sort, wearing a hoodie and shorts and flip-flops. And
no one booed him.
No one booed him.
Yeah, he didn't know what to do.
He was there in front of his palatial mansion in suburban Connecticut, just hanging out, having a fun time. And, yeah, out of the ordinary. That's why Gary Bettman is the best, man.
Brian Burke did it, too.
Yeah, Brian Burke did it, too. His hair still repelled the water. It was like he's got freaking Thompson's water seal in his hair. It's the weirdest damn thing.
Thompson's Creek windows?
What? No.
That's a Thompson's Creek windows.
It's a local reference?
Caps. Yeah.
Yeah, Smoking Out Cokin talks about Thompson's Creek windows.
Oh, amazing. Seems like the best thing, man. Why wouldn't you have Thompson Creek windows? Though, you'd have to get some WD-40 because they creak all the time. Get it? Word association, kids. Anyway. I'm Kevin Stead. Don't worry. All right, we're going to get you might get a farm report early.
All right.
I'll touch a little farm report here.
Yeah, you can't spoiler the whole thing because then people won't listen to the farm report.
No.
I'm kidding. No one listens to the show before the farm report anyway.
Plus, I've already put it up on the Face Off Hockey Show Farm Report blog that I have now.
Oh, nice.
So thanks for the CHL for forcing my hand on that. I didn't want to start that until next month, but you fucks had to go and deteriorate your entire goddamn league. All right, here's the high-speed lowdown of this. It was announced today in the Central Hockey League that the Denver Cutthroats would be ceasing operations for the 2014-2015 season in hopes to return for the 2015-16 season. Then rumblings happened that the Arizona Sundogs will be doing the same damn thing. And if that were to happen, if Arizona were to fold also, that would leave the CHL with only 7 teams, one of which is in Brampton, Ontario. Way the fuck away from everything central. Interesting developments happening because of the whole CHL-ECHL merger that was going to be rumored, and the guy who started that rumor would play the role of Captain Obvious and said, hey, that's probably not going to happen this year. No shit, really? 7 teams. I don't think they're going to be absorbed that quickly. So it's quite bedlam. The CHL, I was looking, as I was doing research for the show today, a lot of people were wondering why the CHL hadn't come up with their schedule yet. Well, this is probably why. They were having teams still dropping out. They lost the St. Charles Chill under the care of no one in May, and now losing another team down to 8, and if they lose another team, it'll be down to 7 because #math.
So what kind of league is a 7-team league?
It's almost up there with the SPHL in terms of craptasticness and quality, especially for a quote-unquote AA hockey league. So yeah, fun times had by all in the Central Hockey League, and if you go to fohsfarmreport.wordpress.com, my thoughts on that are up there, and then I'll have more thoughts on it verbally as the farm report happens, and as more of this story starts to develop, because yeah, it broke today in the afternoon and kind of sparked off a whole shit ton of stuff. And with the words of AHL West being a thing, and the ECHL looking for Western Conference teams, the landscape of minor league hockey is changing in a big, big way, and we're on the ground floor. So keep your ears peeled to, I don't know what that means, to
peeling ears.
Peeling ears. It's something that happen if you don't put suntan lotion on.
Only put suntan lotion on your ears.
Always, and the tops of your feet too.
Yeah, I agree.
Can't stress that one enough. We were told that in hockey when we did hockey camp in Ocean City, because obviously we'd go out on the beach. And said, yeah, make sure you put suntan lotion on the tops of your feet and your ears, so your helmet doesn't grind against your ears and your skates don't grind against your feet. your sunburned feet, you sons of
Yeah,
bitches.
no grinding.
No, exactly. We were only 16. We didn't know what that was anyway.
Yeah, that's what they told us in high school. At the dances, I mean.
Exactly. I'd leave room for the Holy Spirit.
Yes.
Still the stupidest thing ever. And still, everyone was grinding on everyone. I'm pretty sure Mr. Campbell was grinding up on some Kyo girl.
Yeah. Yes.
He needed some magic napkins after that.
That's good.
Yeah, well, try to bring everything together. By the way, you understand how hard it is for me not to go ahead and I'm changing transition, but that was a terrible, terrible turn of phrase I used. You understand how hard it is when you go to a high school dance and you're grinding against girls?
Yeah, I think TLC made a song about that.
No scrubs?
Or was that Salt and Pepper?
Salt and pepper.
Yeah, about the Pope coming through.
Wait, what?
You remember that song?
Now sing me a few bars.
I think yes. He's thinking about the poke coming through, not the Pope.
Yeah, the poke, not the Pope. When the Pope comes through, there's not Salt and Pepper song that gets played when the Pope comes through.
There should be though. I think What a Man should be playing as the Pope walks in the room.
I mean, I think we just found a new.
I do like that a lot, actually.
New papal entrance music.
Ladies and gentlemen, who's the Pope now?
Benedict?
Alright, no, he retired. Alright, I'm going to make up a name. Ladies and gentlemen,
You're the worst Catholics ever.
I'm going to make up a name for the Pope.
Ladies and gentlemen, Pope
Francis.
Oh, there, of course, Francis. How can we forget Peter's Playhouse? Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Pope Francis. What a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man. See, I think that works perfectly. I don't see why that doesn't work. I
agree completely.
How we haven't started this anyway.
I agree.
Salt and Pepper will get royalties. Everyone's happy.
I think that's good. That is good.
Yeah.
Every time he finishes mass, it's like his going out music too.
His going out music is shoop. Just everything about Salt and Pepper going there, and DJ Spinderella. I can't forget her. Which great DJ name.
I did forget her.
You forgot about DJ Spinderella?
Yeah.
Oh, Mark, come on.
Just like Trey.
Yeah, exactly. You're forgetting about Trey. It's the worst. Oh man. By the way, has he done that ALS thing, or has everyone forgot about Trey again?
I don't know. It's a good question. Eminem certainly didn't put him out there for that.
No, of course not. And he should have.
Is Eminem still like part of media?
Like a thing?
Do you care? Yeah.
Is he still a thing? I don't know.
I think he is.
He kind of just dropped off the face of the earth. He was like, I've made a lot of money. I'm done.
I don't blame him.
He releases a new record every 7 years, and it goes to #1.
It's true.
So.
And he's on other people's records all the time.
He did do a lot with Rihanna the other year.
Yeah, he did.
2 years
He's
ago.
probably making a good amount of money, too, from Shady Enterprises or whatever.
And he also has his own channel on XM.
Oh, really?
Shade 45, so Sirius XM is paying him some money for naming rights.
Nice. I think he's done well for himself.
No shit. I think he's done very well for himself, especially with all the...
Since those rap battles and...
Since the lawsuits with his mom and his ex-wife.
Yeah.
Helps a lot. Helps a lot. Good for Eminem.
Good for Eminem.
Kid can't find a break, you know what I mean?
He's, getting nervous already. Mom spaghetti, all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
That's the weirdest damn thing ever. But hey,
Yeah.
he survived.
Plus he left his mom's really early. I mean, he was cleaning out his closet. Like
Mekhi
real
Phifer
early.
was there. It was
Yeah.
really odd. No one knew what was going on.
Yeah, but he's not a soldier.
No. Because he's got no soul? Wait, now we're just going into...
That's a completely different song.
Okay.
He is a soldier. That's right.
One Tin Soldier Rides Away? Is that him? Did he do One Tin Soldier? Somebody get on that. Somebody with musical knowledge, let me know how this works out.
Yeah, somebody on Tinder who's watching. Tinder. On Twitter, he's watching.
That would be another outlet for the show. That would be great. John, you should get on that.
I'm actually gonna every single one of my pictures that I'm gonna put on Tinder from now on. I'll be wearing a Face Off Hockey Show shirt or shoes.
I hope you guys, if you guys know the answer to this, swipe right.
And then you swipe right, and it automatically subscribes them to the podcast.
Oh God, if we can find a way to code this up and make it happen, we won't because we're just lazy.
You do realize that Sean made us a iPhone app, remember?
Yeah, I know.
And then we stopped. We never used it because Sean stopped looking at it.
Sean stopped being here and telling us to promote it. Yeah. I gotta find this up. One Tin Soldier. I'm pretty sure Evan did. What?
Speak of the goddamn devil.
One Tin Soldier riding away.
But is Berman one on the show?
Berman wants in?
Does he?
You'd be lucky if it was Berman that wanted in.
Who wants in? Oh.
We'll see. It's a run-in.
Oh.
I can't tell you who it is.
Oh, he sent you the LOL, let me in.
LOL, let me in. Is that on my screen?
What's on your screen?
Mine isn't flashing, so.
Yeah, I got nothing. I don't even have mine on.
I think he thinks I still run the show.
Probably.
Or he's like Sean Leahy, he can't tell you two apart. Even though he roomed with Johnny for years.
It's true. It's like a rooming with Roenick type of gig.
Exactly. I'm getting nothing here for One Tin Soldier. God damn it. I'm just getting Joni Mitchell bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, to be perfectly honest with you.
I don't either. Eminem did the song called I'm a Soldier.
Like Toy Soldiers.
Yeah, Toy Soldiers. He did.
Yeah, that's...
not Tin Soldier.
No. That's what I meant. I was close. I had the soldier part. I think that's fine. That's the letters in Soldier outweigh the letters in everything else in the song, so I think it's all right.
But he also did I'm a soldier, like that song.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier. That one.
No, you keep singing it. I'm still not going to recognize it.
Okay.
What if I sing it?
You can go for it.
I'm a soldier.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Yeah.
It won't let me invite anybody.
What?
Oh,
Just
I
copy
have to
paste
invite
it.
him.
I did copy paste it. It didn't work for me. It says it won't let him in.
Oh, LOL. Is he going to promote the Crab Bowl? So I saw all the videos that were all posted up there. Guess baseball season's almost over, too. We'll ask him his opinion on where the hell the game should be played. Sean's very Nostradamus-like when it comes to Washington events. He's got his ears to the ground, nose to the grindstone. Just an all-around guy who knows. He's got his finger on the pulse.
Just an all-around great dude that knows.
He's just an all-around person.
He's a guy.
He is a human being.
As we try to get him on.
He is a
what
fella.
What do you think, Scott?
Me? I still think they do it. Should do it at Nats Park. That seems to be the logical thing. As much as I would like the Oriole Park thing, keep it in D.C. And the problem is that the Baltimore Arena doesn't have ice that's better than that in an outdoor venue. So that's why they're trying to burn down Rash Field every year. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
there
man,
he is.
have we been graced with his presence. Sean P. O'Connor joins us. How you doing there, buddy?
Good. How are you guys doing?
Well, we're doing great. How's the baseball
I thought you
season
just
going?
told me that you couldn't log in.
I can't. I'm on my iPhone.
Yeah, he is. Look, the iPhone does everything. With that, that's a nice Samantha hat too. Fancy.
Appreciate that.
Stars and stripes. How's the baseball season going, my friend?
It's over. Been over for a week, and I think it picks back up here in another week or so. So.
So it's just like Canadian winter.
Yeah.
Pretty close. Pretty close. It's funny. But no, it's it's going. Life's life. So hadn't been around having to be on a Wednesday. I'm sitting at DeMatha doing some work and figured I'd chime in on Wednesday and went, oh Lord, how's
Is
this
that
work?
is that your office, Sean?
Yep, I'm at my office. So
It's quite the
Wow.
office you got there.
You're burning the midnight oil.
Give us a tour of the office. There we go. We got a home plate plaque. We've got a DeMatha that has a bite out of it. Yeah.
It's great. It's good times there. I like it. I like it thoroughly. Sean, you can weigh in on this since you're a connoisseur of DC things. Where's the Winter Classic going to be held?
It's going to be held at the only place it can be held. It's going to be held at I bet you it's held. Actually, I take that back. I bet you it's held in Baltimore.
Really?
Yeah, because of the turf field, I could see that happening.
Interesting. We're all saying Nats Park or RFK, and you're going Baltimore.
I mean, I could see it happening. I mean, I could see that's where the Maryland Authority would probably want to have it. They have major events there, so I could see that happening. So.
Wow, that
sounds good.
We didn't.
The only problem with that is Metro system, doesn't really work there and all that kind of fun stuff. But other than that, I think it's pretty good. So.
Interesting. I would never expect you to go to one of your most hated places in the world, Baltimore.
I'm not going. I'm not going.
Well, I know. I'm just saying that going there in the sense that, hey, I'm going to go and just basically betray my beautiful Washington D.C.
I mean, it depends who they gave the rights to, if you know what I mean. Did they give the rights to them? Did they give the rights to? I mean, you know what I mean?
I think they gave the Caps the pick to find the place, and then the NHL would vet it and make sure it's all good, and then go from there.
Okay.
So as of right now, there's no place. The Winter Classic was without a home.
Okay.
I just say we hold on 495 and make it happen that way. Put some makeshift stands there, and away we go.
Seems like everybody's building things in Anacostia, so I think why not put it in Anacostia? I think they'd love it. Put it right at Fort DuPont.
Boom. Perfect.
Make
Make it happen.
I mean, I think that would keep the crime down. I think they'd be shocked in a minute. They just sit on their porches and watch people skate by and go, what the heck's going on? And I think it'd be, for the immediate factor, I think it'd be great. Lower crime. It'd be fun. It'd be fun.
Just for one outdoor hockey game, it's going to lower crime.
Oh, there's no question. I mean, they see all those people, and go to Anacostia and they go, "What the heck's going on there?"
Yeah.
I mean,
I wanted to see how far he was going to go.
I really thought Sean was going to start off by saying, well, the Winter Classic can only be held in one place, and then not tell us.
you know where they could also put it, which would be really, really cool, is Camden Yards.
Yes, I have heard that is not an option, to tell you the truth. I cannot reveal my sources.
We all know what we're talking about.
Why did Matt Death tell you that you can't?
It's not him, but someone said that it's just not going to happen.
Well, the Orioles don't have the right to that facility, and the state of Maryland owns that facility and has looked for opportunities to do things when the Orioles aren't playing there. So the fact that they could put an event there that actually wouldn't be a baseball event might make the taxpayers in the state of Maryland pretty happy about what they paid for, considering they've built every stadium in this area except for the Washington Redskins Stadium, which can't say that word because
yes.
Okay,
well,
racist or whatever they're saying now. And that might carry as an.
Sean's breaking up on us.
Oh no.
No, Sean, the Redskin propaganda got to him.
Oh God.
That's right.
All he said was one word, and they took him off the air.
Oh
God,
no.
Google works quickly. That picture of Sean though makes him look angry. Can I just put that up on the screen? I don't know.
Just hit his icon. Just bring that up. Just hit his name, And he's back.
Oh, he's back.
I hear everything you guys are doing. That's correct.
I know. Thank God. It makes it funnier that way.
Did I turn the iPhone this way? Will that make it look better if it's this way?
Yeah, you're not in. You're not straight up and down.
Now
anymore.
you're in landscape.
Now you're in landscape.
All right. Does that work better?
I guess. We
Well,
see
I
more
can't
of
get rid
you.
of this finger. How can I get
Camera 1, camera 2.
That didn't work.
Camera 1, camera 2.
Find a place to set it up so your arm doesn't get tired.
Go for it. There you go. Is this making people sick to do this over here? Anybody vomiting yet? Just one.
Caution, motion sickness.
Oh, by the way, I did see. I was at the Cal Ripken because Prince George's County represented the Cal Ripken World Series in Aberdeen, and I happened to see the criminal team there representing the island, and it was pretty fun to watch. You know what?
The criminal team.
Yeah,
Would that be the Ravens, Sean?
No, the team from the other side of the world.
The Aussie.
Yeah,
the criminal team, Mark. Come on.
Come on, work with me. I only have a couple lines, Mark, that I use.
Yeah, they stop.
My material stops at the same thing. It doesn't change. So.
It's criminal team. I have nothing against cancer, and it's and
that one's my personal favorite. I have nothing against cancer.
And it's fuck
Big
Cal
Cup.
Ripken. August Smith rules.
We would have won the cup that year. I believe
Yeah.
that. Damn cancer jersey stopped the whole winning streak. We won 13 in a row.
In October.
In October. Hey, they don't say championships are won in October. They say they're lost in October. And boy, howdy, were they?
Yeah. We didn't make the playoffs that year, I don't think.
No.
Not blaming cancer, but just wondering.
Not blaming cancer. I'm just saying. Cancer had nothing to do with it.
Nothing against cancer.
Hi, Lyle.
Hey, how you doing, Sean?
I'm doing well.
It's been a long time, yeah.
Yeah, I got bored, so I figured.
I was gonna say the baseball coaching must be almost over, is it?
No, it's just starting again. So,
Oh, okay.
So it's over for the summer now. It's
Yeah.
it's the next thing. So, yeah, it's going well. So,
Yeah, right on.
gotta get ready for high school. We had a kid drafted last year, so gotta get the new classes now in. Got the new lids because we're Americans, so we got to show off. So, not rioting here. And, everything's okay and beautified.
Do you give beautiful inspirational speeches like the coach of the Little League New England team?
I mean, I try.
What the hell is wrong with you little bastards?
I mean, look, what he said was cool. I mean,
Yeah.
Get that and the 12-year-olds, but at the end of the day, I kind of feel like ESPN kind of went over bounds by even taping that.
Yeah.
That's kind of a moment that should have been. I mean, I understand it was a great moment and
Mhm.
everybody, but they've kind of glamorized something that that's those kids' moment, and that should have been kept to those kids in that situation.
And then, of course, you also saw the inevitable blowback on Twitter where you saw the usual trolls calling that a classic example of the pussification of sports.
No.
Yes.
There's some truth to that. I mean, I hate to say it, you win a game and then your fans are in the crowd saying, "Oh, that's okay, you tried hard." Well, that there's some. I get that, but you got to give me some time before you can say that. Give me 5 minutes before you give me the orange slice and tell me how great I did. I mean, you got to put it in perspective, and I look at it from a real life example. There's winners and losers in business. There's winners and losers in college. It's not just sports, and we're setting a lot of people up for failure when it's okay to go 5-5, and that's maybe a reason why the country's changed the way it is. You got sports that just are growing up differently, and this isn't me as a baseball coach, on a diatribe, but you had a sport that actually you had to have a winner. There was no time limit, there was no situation. And now you go to an instant gratification sport, or football, or basketball, or even some extent hockey, where you're trying to shorten the game. You're not going to sudden death overtime. You want playoffs. You want everything to end pretty quickly. I mean, you look at when life was great, when they had sudden death playoffs, when and it went on and baseball went and stuff like that. That's when baseball was the most popular sport in America, and we were winning wars instead of backing out of wars and quitting. I mean, not to be politically, but I mean, it's just kind of crazy that we've gone to this participation sport. My philosophy being a high school coach is if you're not good enough to play that sport, then maybe you start picking up another sport, or maybe you start picking up another activity that you are good at. And are we really pacifying kids to the point where everybody's an all-star, everybody's an all-American, everybody should make his high school team, and to what point where it becomes this massive situation where everybody can't play? And I think you see it. I mean, I look at it from a situation of just hockey. You got guys in our area that are now taking their kids out of high school and playing junior A hockey in the state of Maryland. And not to be mean, but your kid's not going to play professional hockey. He's from Maryland. That's just the truth of it. It might be a couple kids, there might be, but you're risking a whole situation. And just because this is what way one country does it, as far as how what's socially acceptable. I don't think you put all your eggs in that basket when you're 14, 15 years old and stop going to high school. Man, it's crazy to me, and I think that's it's starting to change, and maybe not for the best way. I really think in the next 20 years you might not see high school sports, at least in the United States, anymore.
Yeah.
First off, good work on that, Sean. You absolutely banged the nail on the head right there. Second off, I'm surprised that.
Congratulations.
Well, okay, good. Second off, I'm surprised ESPN glorified anything that's not like them. 3, Sean also just made a statement to eradicate the NFC East from NFL football, because I'm pretty sure the guy who won it was 8-8 last year. So, all right, Sean's getting a message right there. What's that message?
Yeah,
saying?
I got the message right there.
It says rack 'em. Rack 'em, bang your monkey for the third hour. Yeah, all right then. Sean, with the words of I don't know what to say. There's nothing else we can say about that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we can't follow you, Sean.
I know. I just wanted to type in to give my wisdom, say hello to you guys, and like I said, I'm doing it on my iPhone, so I don't know how long this is going to last. I'm glad it actually worked. I'm glad I upgraded to an iPhone 5 and able to do this stuff. But I just wanted to say hello, and I'll be around at some point here. But say hello, and you guys have a great show.
Hey, and hey, we turned 13 a couple weeks ago, so that helps us too.
I was on that. I was retweeting and favoriting and all that good stuff. So I was on board with all that. I was all over that.
You're all over that social media.
I was all over that. I was there, and the funny part, you'll be nice to me, Johnny. I didn't ask the Australians. I was kind of nice to them. I didn't ask them how many were originally from Australia, or how many were brought.
We're sent there by against their will.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't want to know, because I didn't want to feel bad when I took my wallet and moved it on the other pocket or anything.
You always move your wallet to the front pocket.
Exactly.
Well, I got 2 pockets, front and back. So whatever.
At least then, if they take your wallet, you get a nice feel out of the job.
Exactly. So, all right, guys. Take it easy. Nice seeing you guys again.
Nice seeing you again, John.
John, we'll talk to you soon, buddy. There he goes. Bye, Sean. There he goes. He's turning it around. Turning into his motion sickness, and now he's kind of gone. No, he's still there.
He's still here.
Trying to
He's
get
still
out.
there.
We're like the Hotel California.
Hold on. Let's see how
There
long.
he goes.
There he goes.
There he goes.
He just
Sean,
turned his phone off completely. He was
I
like,
can't figure it out. Ah!
"Dude, I know how to make this happen." I just turned the whole damn thing off.
That crunching sound we heard was his phone bouncing off the wall.
Sean,
So glad I updated to an iPhone 5. Piece of shit. Ah!
Oh my!
I don't know what the hell he went on that diatribe there for a second.
No,
We're not violent.
I
What?
think he blacked out.
Just good to let him go. No, just listen. It's good to let him go. It's one man's opinion. I mean, I don't share all of his views, but hey, it's good to let him go, man.
I kind of agree with Sean that I think high school sports are phasing out.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I see. I don't have any reference on that, so I'd have to go by what you guys are saying, because here in Canada, of course, high school sports is nothing on the level that you folks have. That's why I was, like I said, I mean, you guys are calling me, and I've always been I've always praised your high school hockey program in the United States. I've always considered that superior to sort of what we had here in Canada, and it would be a damn shame, actually, yeah, if high school hockey over the next 20 years in the United States should go by the wayside.
I think the big thing with high school hockey is I think it's more of a regional thing in terms of where New England is a big prep area.
Yeah.
So a lot of kids go to the preparatory schools that way.
Minnesota
is big high school. Like,
Michigan.
That's public high school.
Yeah,
like
Michigan.
all those areas, like in the Great Lakes region.
Yeah.
That's like public private high schools. They're
Great
fine.
Lakes, Great Lakes and New England area. Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying that's two different things, because the prep school is kids from all over the area going there.
Yeah.
Whereas the Minnesota, these are kids local and all that other fun stuff. And then everyone else is kind of just scattered out on what they want to do. And, they play high school for a bit, and then they decide, hey, I'm too good for this. I'm going to try to go to prep school. Or I'm going to try to play junior A. And it doesn't usually pan out for them. So, I mean, that's at least for different areas. I think it'll survive in the Great Lakes region and New England, but I think elsewhere, it's in serious trouble. Luckily, the Great Lakes region in the New England area, that pretty much is the bulk of high school hockey anyway. So I think we're fine in that.
Gonna go strong for a long time to come yet. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, and the developmental program is just kids who just are excelling at that level. And they're like, all right, we need a new challenge, so they go play junior A and stuff like that. So, good take though. I think everything else is going to be interesting in terms of what other sports do. But yeah, fun times. Lyle with a nice little necklace on there too, buddy.
Oh, thank you. My wife made it. It's little skulls.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Here I was thinking it was something Hawaiian, and no, it's
no.
How did you?
Yeah, kind of sort of had that
blue
look.
ones.
Kind of sort of has that look, yeah, but it's a bunch of different.
You killed a bunch of Smurfs.
Skulls. Yeah. Bring me more Smurfs.
Lyle Richardson joins us. That was a Smurf reference. Gargamel? No one? All right, got one out of you. All right, you. All right, Lyle, can you tell me who Kevin Hayes is and why I should give a shit?
Well, Kevin Hayes was a 2010 draft pick of your Chicago Blackhawks. They were unable to re-sign him. He was eligible for unrestricted free agency at midnight this past Saturday, August 15th, I believe it was. Thank you, 16th. Yeah, and so he became an unrestricted free agent and was very quickly, it didn't take too long. He was signed by the New York Rangers today. Is interesting. His situation is interesting on two levels, and I'm going to number them A and 2, or 1 and B on your program. The first one, it was sort of indicative of the depth of talent that the Blackhawks had on the right side. Kevin Hayes is a right wing, and there is a whole hockey sock full of depth on the Blackhawks right wing. So he wasn't going to make the Blackhawks even if he signed with them. There was some speculation that he was pissed off with the Blackhawks over how they treated his older brother Jimmy, who wound up being dealt to the Florida Panthers. But apparently that wasn't the case. While no reasons have really been given, the consensus belief in the media was, look, he was never going to get a chance. If he signed with them, an entry-level deal over the next 3 years, there was no way he was going to, in that 3-year period, wind up playing with the Blackhawks, because they're just too deep on right wing. But it also created another situation too. There was some Blackhawks fans were kind of pissed off that that he opted for free agency and left the organization. They couldn't fathom why he wouldn't want to stay with an organization that you got to figure for the next 5 to 7 years at least are going to be perennial cup contenders. But the bottom line is this kid wasn't going to want to ride the bus for 3 years. Okay, he was going to be, he'd sign an entry-level contract. He wasn't going to get a sniff of the Blackhawks unless it just, training camp and preseason, that was going to be it. So rather than spend the next 3 years of his pro career riding the bus, because the kid's 22, just finished, his college career at Boston College, he decided to, advance his chances of playing in the NHL elsewhere. Now, I was a little surprised he went and joined signed with the Rangers. Nothing against the Rangers. I just thought that he might have had better opportunities perhaps with a team like Calgary, because his two Boston College line mates are also with the Flames, and they both stand very good chances of playing with the Flames this season. Johnny Gaudreau and Bill Arnold, thank you. There was also talk he might, join up with his brother Jimmy in Florida, because, of course, the Panthers are in the midst of their never-ending rebuild. Oh, the never-ending rebuild.
Wait, we did just have what was his name? We had a reference earlier to the big furry thing.
But the big furry thing. Yoda?
Whatever.
No. Anyway. But regardless, that's the reason why. Obviously, he felt that his opportunities. He was also a Rangers fan as well, which is part of the reason why he signed with the Rangers. But bottom line is, he'll stand a better chance of starting his pro career within the next 3 years with the New York Rangers than he will with a much deeper organization like the Chicago Blackhawks. It comes down to, you've got to make the most of your opportunities. Ryan Lambert of Puck Daddy wrote a great bit earlier this week about this, that, listen, the kid's, 23, 24 years old. The average NHL career, if you're lucky to make it, lasts 5 years. He's got to maximize his earning potential right now, and that means he's got to go where he figures he's got the best opportunity, okay, to start his pro career. He figures he has a better chance with the New York Rangers than he does with the Chicago Blackhawks. So he did what was best for him, and I don't fault him for that.
Well, no, when you have carte blanche like he does, I mean, why wouldn't you go for the best situation for yourself?
Well, and it's one of those rare opportunities. You don't see this very often. I mean, it's kind of like a Justin Schultz situation 2 years ago. It was the same sort of thing with Justin Schultz. I mean, he wasn't going to get a chance, at least in his mind, to make the Ducks, blue line back then. Now as time has gone on, we saw that, well, okay, perhaps if he had stayed with them, maybe he would have. But, he got an instant opportunity to play in the NHL by signing with the Edmonton Oilers. Now, you can argue about whether or not that was good for his development or not. Bottom line is, he started his pro career 2 years ago. He might have only just been starting it last season had he stayed in Anaheim, or this season.
Good times had. That's, if you didn't know who Kevin Hayes is, now you know. If you don't know, then now you know.
He was a star at Boston College, so, this kid does have a bright future.
Exactly. So we'll see how it all goes for him. All right. Josh Ho-Sang. He said he was insulted not being invited to the World Junior Summer Camp. Said that they don't something about his image and all this other fun stuff. My question is this: Is Josh Ho-Sang Krill Krabbenhoff Part 2 for the Islanders? Because this guy seems to have. He seems to have a big mouth and a big ego, and for all intents and purposes, he does have the ability to back it up from from what I've seen in junior hockey. But could that get the best of him when all's said and done?
It could well be. I mean, I honestly think that his personality, maybe in a sense, kind of working against him. Now, I'm not going to sit here and lecture the kid that say, he wouldn't listen to me if he did. Wouldn't listen to any of us if he did. The kid's very confident, and that's fine. I think that there may be some legitimacy to his complaint that, perhaps because of his outsized personality, that maybe the management of Hockey Canada are kind of looking down their nose a bit, because let's face it, here in Canada, we prefer our good Canadian boys to be humble and just go out and play well and not have personalities and not speak for themselves, other than to say how great it is to play for Team Canada, the World Juniors, and I'm doing it for mom and dad and country and proud Canadian and blah blah blah.
Hockey Canada is German soccer, emotionless, robotic, and done.
They like their players vanilla. Now, I don't mean that as far as race goes, because they have picked players of different color and ethnicity or what have you. But no, when I say they like them vanilla, that's what I'm talking about, is their personality. You're not going to be the type to make waves. You're not going to be the type to be an outsized ego. I mean, PK Subban. I think PK's situation, though, PK's always been very loquacious, but in a good way, And I'm not saying that Ho-Sang is in a bad way, but just he's much more personable. You know what I mean?
He
trash talks on the ice, but away from the ice, he's good-natured, and he always, he always puts his teammates first, and blah blah blah. He's a happy-go-lucky kind of guy. Where sort of Ho-Sang, his attitude is sort of, I'm better than everybody, or I'm the best thing going, or blah, blah, blah. And he may well be, as you said. He certainly does seem to have the talent to back up, at least to a certain degree. We don't know on the NHL level yet, but in junior hockey, he has the talent to back it up. But, I mean, that obviously hurt him in the draft. I mean, he fell significantly in the draft. He went much lower than I expected he did. And a lot of people said it's because of his attitude. And it may well be hurting him again, in terms of the World Juniors. But listen, if I'm him, this sort of thing could be a maturity thing. It comes along in due time. For me, the bottom line, it's not his attitude, is how well can you play the game? Okay? Do you have the skills? If you have the skills and belong there, if you're the best damn player on the ice, I don't care if your personality is Ric Flair. Okay, if you can, as the Nate Chaboy used to say, to be the man, you got to beat the man. But he also said you have to, walk the walk. Now you got, if you're going to talk the talk, you got to walk the walk, right?
You gotta be a limousine riding, flying, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, son of a gun. Woo!
Yes, and if you can go out and back that up, I don't give a damn about you're trash talking or what have you. So, I mean, yeah, essentially, I think Ho-Sang's attitude is probably hurting him in terms of it's upsetting, perhaps, powers that be, like NHL scouts or, in this case, the good folks that are picking the team, the candidates, the prospects to play for Canada's World Junior team. But the bottom line is, if you got the talent, if you got the skills, if you could beat everybody on, that's what it should come down to. If you're going to keep the guy out of practice to make the team, out of competing for the team, just because you don't like his attitude, then I don't think that's the way to go. Okay, you want to have the best skills, the guys with the best skills on your team. If he's got the skills, come get you, Phil. No, but he belongs there, right? Regardless of what his attitude is.
You let the attitude sort itself out amongst the players. You don't put it on with a broad stroke brush as they are to do at Hockey Canada. However, World Juniors gearing up with TSN having 50 channels now. I wholly expect wall-to-wall coverage on at least one of those new 5 channels they're coming out with on Monday.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Maybe this show will end up on there somehow.
No, they'll need filler at some point. They'll come
exactly. You can only do the World Juniors and CFL for so long.
You know what the problem is? Maybe we should make this show all about hockey analytics, because they're hiring hockey analytic people left, right, and center this
Especially
summer.
in Toronto, Lyle. Look at that whole department. Whole department now in Toronto.
Talk about a 180, they went from, we don't believe in your newfangled math to, we can't get enough of these hockey nerds. Give us more.
We can't get enough of this. Tim Lywicki could be moving on. We don't know.
I can't remember who it was. I saw somebody yesterday put up this great Twitter picture. The cast of Revenge of the Nerds going, meet the Toronto Maple Leafs new hockey analytics department. That was great. I liked it.
So that brings us to the this week edition of the Summer of Analytics here on Face Off Hockey Show.
Dun, dun, dun.
Scotty's favorite part of the show, by
my
gum.
favorite part, aka what is with this math?
Math. What that?
Math. Let's subtract by adding. The Toronto Maple Leafs, as broke by Greg Wyshynski, a local blogger from his mom's basement. He said the Toronto Maple Leafs are starting a new hockey analytics department, taking the services that of I can't remember his name, of extraskater.com, which is a big analytics site within itself.
Yeah, Metcalf.
Yes. So there you go. You got yourself a whole hockey analytics department. It all started with Kyle
Yeah.
Dubas getting signed to the assistant GM position.
They also signed blogger Cam Charon as well, who used to do
they did.
blogging on the old Puck Daddy and a few other. He
Score.
bounced around quite a bit. Yeah, Score and yeah, LeafsNation.ca, whole bunch of different blogs. Yeah,
How about
he's a
that?
close personal friend of Toronto Sun columnist Steve Simmons too.
Well, there you go.
I'm led to
That's-
understand. Close personal friend. Yeah, they're like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's like you, me, and Larry Brooks, right? Just a
Oh,
trio pair.
absolutely, absolutely. A friendship that will last for years. You know, he called him, yeah, Steve Simmons called Cam Charon a weasel, but that's just a term of endearment. You know, like Bobby the Brain Heenan, you know, everybody called him weasel, but it was a term of endearment.
Well,
No,
and
no insult intended.
To be fair, Cam is bringing in at least 3 guys who can challenge for the IC title. So I think that's the big deal why he called him the Weasel.
There you go. Yeah.
Got Rick Rude in the stable. He's got Mr. Perfect. It's a whole big.
Yeah.
It's a Sharon family.
Yeah.
That he's got going. My question is, when the hell am I going to get hired? When one of us going to get hired by a team?
Well, you got to know hockey analytics, my friend. You must
So,
embrace
I'm
it, even if
talking
you
about
hate
low
it.
minor league. Lyle, I could probably go and be a GM of a CHL team that may not exist tomorrow.
Why don't we just create our own CHL team?
You know what? Let's just create our own league with hookers and blackjack.
There
You know what?
go.
Forget the hockeys and the blackjack. Let's just get the hookers.
There you go.
Guys, I want to buy some hookers. That's what I'm pretty much getting at tonight.
How do we turn this into wins and losses?
My thought is this, Lyle, when you're out there roaming the streets trying to look for that next score, you got to make sure you look in depth at these hookers and make sure you're getting the right one. Do you think the Toronto Maple Leafs are getting the right people for their job to get the wins and losses so they can turn a trick by winning that Stanley Cup?
Well, my friend, time will tell. Time will tell. You know, listen. As I said, I mean, I'm one. You know, as I told you, I have come to embrace hockey analytics. As I said, though, it's not the end all and be all. Blah blah blah. I'm not going to go all through all that again. But honestly, you know, yeah. This seems to be, of course, the rising trend. Some people, of course, are consider just dismissing it as a fad. The proof is going to be in how well these hockey analytics departments crunch the numbers for the teams, and if it does make a difference. The next couple of years are going to tell the tale. I think in 2 years' time, we're either going to see this being something that every team embraces, unswervingly, believes in hockey analytics and just goes from that, or we're all going to be looking back on this in 2 or 3 years' time and just go, yeah, remember when hockey analytics was a thing that all teams embraced, and then those teams kept losing and blah blah blah. You know, it could go one of two ways here. But listen, I think there's validity though in the numbers, and we've seen though teams. I mean, this has just become a big thing this summer. Of course, because we've been hearing a lot about it, especially because, of course, it's come from the center of the hockey universe, at least as far as the media is concerned, in Toronto. When the Leafs do it, everybody's like, oh, my God, this is a thing, and forgetting that teams like Chicago and other clubs have been using, hockey analytics for several seasons. So, I really think that this is something we're going to see that's going to be here to stay. Whether, some of these guys are still going to be in those jobs in 2 or 3 years' time, whether Tyler Dello is still going to be employed with the Oilers, whether Metcalf and Toronto are still going to be employed by the Maple Leafs, and so on and so on, that's going to remain to be seen. But I think hockey analytics, as a part of how a team evaluates their performance, I think that's here to stay.
Yeah, that's obviously there's at least some form of it. I mean, it might not be as in depth, but I'm sure that some form of it.
Do the Washington Capitals have a hockey analytics department? Do you guys know?
I don't believe they do, or else they wouldn't have paid Brooks. Yeah, they wouldn't have paid Orpik outrageous amounts of money.
That is true. That is very. But
Well,
he's apparently one of the
for-
highest horsey dudes out there, according to Japers Ring. So.
Mm-hmm.
There's that. I mean, I
That's
don't
a
think.
weird question, I guess, at this point.
Question, Johnny?
Couldn't you program a computer to do this?
Listen, let's not outsource the deals already. But yes, you probably could.
Okay.
Plug in, but you need a guy to plug in those numbers. To the Excel
numbers, and that's where these guys come in.
I
That's
gotcha.
well, these guys aren't sitting there with slide rules and pieces of paper. No.
That would actually make it worthwhile.
sheet. Yeah, exactly. That would actually go old.
Some guy sitting there with an abacus going. Tick, 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 tick. Yeah.
All these guys doing are making filter tables in Excel and
Essentially.
saying magic.
Basically, they're getting paid to do what Mark has done 3 times over for our fantasy EPL team.
Yeah, I want to get paid for that.
You should.
I should put my services out there for Tottenham and see what's up.
There you go.
Yeah.
You're gonna go to Tottenham?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, Everton. I want to start somewhere that if I screw up, I'm not going to be upset about it.
Coach Lasso is at Leicester now, so you can go over there with Lasso.
What was the dude that used to work for the Oilers that works for Southampton now?
Oh, Kruger, Ralph Kruger.
Ralph Kruger used to be the coach, of the Edmonton Oilers.
Yeah, he's one of the highest-ranking people in Southampton right now, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
He's been there for the longest.
Yeah.
Because they got rid of everybody there apparently.
Yep.
Good for them. Analytics work in soccer apparently.
It does.
All right. So does the trap, neutral zone trap. That works.
Midfield trap works tremendously in soccer.
Exactly. Midfield trap is what I used to call my ventures out to the park.
Hello.
With a young lady.
Hello.
Wow. I'm looking forward to analyzing some of my scoring chances in the near future. Wait.
Well, again, it's all about puck possession, Johnny. All about
possession, just plain possession.
I just changed the P
Sorry.
to an F.
A PH. It was a PH. You just added an H.
Exactly.
How is that restraining order, Scotty?
Listen, it's now 50 yards, so I'm getting there.
You're getting there.
I think we're warming up to each other.
I think it shows.
Wasn't it last week where we came up with the pepper spray that had the camera on it?
I did it. Yeah, it was already a thing.
And it stemmed from this though, right? We were talking about rangefinder and said you couldn't be within a certain range.
Yes, exactly. We use the rangefinder like you use for golf, the driving your golf ball. Use that for restraining orders, and then that way it works perfectly and everyone wins. Who the hell's calling me?
Sorry.
There's no one calling me. F you, Shaw. Anyway, Alexei Kovalev give a big F you to PK Subban's contract, saying, man, oh man, put that on blast. Saying
that
plays
was
like a kid out in the street.
That's one of the funniest things I've heard this summer. Is Alexei Kovalev, that well-known expert in defensive hockey, running down PK Subban, comparing him to Brian Leach as if it's a bad thing. Yeah, that's a guy I want to be compared to. Yeah, oh no, please don't insult PK Subban any further by comparing him to a fellow Norris Trophy winner who also won the Conn Smythe Trophy on a Stanley Cup champion and is now in the Hockey Hall of Fame. Ooh, ouch, that'll leave a mark. I'm beginning to seriously wonder, what Alexei Kovalev's doing in his retirement.
Well, I mean,
that was a really stupid thing to say.
They need a little controversy on the KHL tonight.
Evidently. KHL tonight on 3CP1, Russian television.
Hockey plays you.
Here's Alex Kovalev. Kovalev, how's things doing? Let me tell you something. He's a good Moscow boy.
Oh my God, the KHL's version of Don Cherry. Wow,
that'd be amazing.
I think he's wearing a Soviet Union flag suit.
Yeah,
and he's got a hat with a visor on it.
Yeah,
no, he's actually wearing a visor, like one of the cool visors you wear at the beach. He's wearing one of those.
His favorite program.
I don't understand North American people who do not go ahead and they play without visor. I don't get it.
His favorite program is countries that fit into the Soviet Union. Look, you silly Americans! You think Texas, Lone Star State, it is just a mere dwarf compared to Mother Russia! Ha 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 ha!
Hey, Seinfeld, he said, I don't know why I'm Italian now. The Seinfeld. He know very well Ukraine is weak. Huh? Isn't there an Italy team in the KHL this year? There very well could be.
Oh, very well. But yeah, that was Kovalev. Oh man, yeah.
First off, I didn't know. I thought he was dead. Second off,
no.
That's my stock line for everyone. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Well,
after the whole Ken Caminiti thing, yeah.
Well, hey, listen, we had to make sure that he was dead. And lo and behold, we were big winners there. Died from a speedball, man. It's kind of rough. Anyway, but yeah, it seemed like he was. Kovalev was trying to bring the heat, but I don't know what was going on there.
Oh man, he wasn't even near the plate with that one. That was
like a beauty queen trying to throw out a first pitch of the Rangers game.
Yeah, that's pretty much the equivalent. Yeah.
That was a no good.
No.
So there's that. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what. I guess Kovalev's just like, hey, remember me, guys?
Yeah. I used to be a thing once. Remember me?
I was a thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Kobe. Bye.
No Italian team, but you have a team in Helsinki. You have a team in Croatia, Latvia, and Belarus in the KHL, as well as the Ukraine. Or Kazakhstan.
Yeah. KHL, which wound up lowering their salary cap this year. Yeah, no, they're not feeling that squeeze on the old petrodollar since those economic sanctions got put in at all. No.
Listen, it's all of it.
Not at all.
It's all Western
propaganda.
Propaganda, and I'm not going to. I won't sit here. I won't listen to this.
No.
Yeah.
You got nothing.
I couldn't care less.
Yeah.
Sadly, no Italian team.
I just wanted to throw that out. out there. Then, yeah, so much for that threat of the KHL being a threat to the NHL's dominance. The KHL became just what I said they were going to be when they first came on the scene. They're going to be a place for has-beens and never worse.
Speaking of which, Robert Eschel holds the single-season record for most shutouts in a season with 9. So there's that.
Good for him. What's his NHL totals again? Never mind.
Let's find out. We will look it up because
Go ahead.
I thought he was the future of the Rangers or the Flyers. We all thought he was the future of the Flyers. And he did have a good record for the Flyers.
Oh, listen, he wasn't too bad of a goaltender.
Didn't Robert Esch play with Ray Emery first time around?
No, he did not.
No.
He left before Ray Emery got there.
Was he after Roman Czechmanek?
Yes.
Yes, that's where that came in. Yes.
In 80 games with the Flyers, or at least in amongst 2 seasons before the wheels, what they like to call, fell off. He was 43, 22, and 12.
Yeah, respectable numbers.
And then he went 5-9-1 in 18 games and was injured.
And he couldn't get a contract and ran over to the KHL where he'd get more money, and he's been there ever since. Hey, listen, I don't fault him. I mean, if you're willing to pay good money, away you go.
But he's back in the States now. He's running
good for him.
Utica Comets.
Good for him. He saw the light. It's just even his KHL career is over, playing career is over. Okay, good on him.
I'm getting to the front office.
He made his money. Come on, back to the promised land. There you go.
I've been to shithole places in Russia, so I'm going to Utica.
Yeah.
That's actually their tourism slogan.
Once you've been to Russia, come to Utica and realize it ain't so bad.
Yeah.
I went to Utica and all I got was a stupid T-shirt and the chlamydia.
Everyone's out and about, including chlamydia.
Is that the hooker, or is that from the hooker?
I think that's the pimp.
Yeah, it's too bad just scoring analytics back then would have really helped out.
Chlamydia, your dad's here. Not my line. I stole that from the late great Robin Williams. Thank you very much.
That's right, he's dead. I forgot about that. Best of the rest, Lyle. We've got some free agencies. Jesus Christ, phone. Why do you think I always want to edit everything? I don't want to edit anything. Just leave it alone. Gee, you're flipping out on me, phone. Enough of that. All right. Well, I gotta go ahead.
Next on Scotty Fights Inanimate Objects.
Tonight on the Face Off Hockey Show.
Scotty V Technology. I had a freak out because my iPod didn't work last night.
Here comes the Zune.
Exactly. Christ. At this point, the Zune would be great. Because my iPod wouldn't turn on. I'm freaking out. I had to download the podcast on my phone. I'm just like, oh, this is the worst thing ever. First world problems. And then I went ahead and I was going to go to Future Shop and see if I still have warranty on it. Oh, it magically works when I plug it back in, even though it didn't work when I plugged it in earlier that day. I'm like, you sons of bitches. Damn it, Steve Jobs, just because I ripped you because you're dead doesn't mean you're with my products like this. All right. Speaking of screwing with people's minds, people still out there in the free agency market, Lyle. There's actually there's a decent amount of people, none of which are quality.
No. Well, I mean, it would have been if this was like 10 years ago.
Point in case, Komisarek and Radek Dvorak and Yanni Pikkinen. So
yeah.
those.
If that was
names.
if this was like the free agent market of 2009, deep. My God, what a deep free agent market! All these big names are still kicking around. Actually, those guys are in Yanni Pikkinen, it's kind of a sad case because he suffered a broken heel. Late in the 2012-13 season, he missed all of last season. Hasn't even resumed skating yet, so that doesn't bode well for his playing career. Mike Komisarek. Yeah, boy, things really declined in the 5 years since he signed that big deal with Toronto. I dare say if he wants to continue his playing career, it's probably going to be in Europe because I don't see an NHL team hiring him.
I'm just going to run down some names as I scroll down and see names. Ryan Whitney out there.
Ray Whitney and Ryan Whitney both are Ray Whitney's career is done. Ryan Whitney, off to Europe you go.
Colin Fraser will be a good fourth line addition to a team. I think if the Kings don't decide to re-sign him. Blah blah blah. Hey, Alexander Radulov is finally a free agent. Good for him. Also, Ryan Thang is a free agent. I have really nothing on that. I just wanted to say Ryan Thang.
There you go.
Hey, Marty Brodeur is still out there. He's going to be out there for a while.
Yep. Daniel Alfredsson's going to make a decision next month if he's going to return for another season with the Red Wings or retire.
Isn't he on a tryout contract?
It's actually it's something that Ken Holland isn't ruling out. Have him come to camp, see how his back heals up. Listen, it's an understood thing. I mean, if he comes back to play, it's going to be with the Red Wings. Red Wings want to bring him back. I think they'll just come over. We'll put you under a training camp tryout contract for a couple weeks. At least you can get paid while you're doing this, and then we'll see how it works out for you.
And he of all people, and not only deserves it, but also he's very forward-thinking with this because he realizes that's going to be a 35-plus contract, and you're not going to be able to drop it. So he's not going to put any team at risk of totally screwing the pooch on this one.
Well, the only team he wants to play with, it's already been indicated it's going to be Detroit or retirement. That's going to be it. So
Detroit or bust. Can I ask why the hell Ryan Johansson hasn't been re-signed yet by the Blue Jackets? Like, what the hell is the hold up here? Why is this taking so damn long? This is a guy who is your offensive powerhouse, and you're disrespecting the man right now.
Well, the reason's very simple. The Blue Jackets. I mean, on the one hand, they have agreed on term. The two sides have agreed on term. The Johansson's camp is willing to accept a 2-year deal. The problem is that the Blue Jackets are offering $3 to $4 million per season, and apparently his camp is seeking up to $7 million per season. And that's why.
Can we find a 5.5 in the middle here, guys? It's not that hard.
Yeah,
I'm not an analytics guy, but I'm pretty sure I can do the math between one and the other.
Well, here's the reason why is the Blue Jackets. I mean, they're going to be they have to be very careful with their money. They're not the New York Rangers, the Toronto Maple Leafs, or Montreal Canadiens, and just Philadelphia Flyers when they can afford it. They can just throw money around. Yeah, sure, kid, fine, okay, you agreed to a 2-year deal. Here's that much. And actually, Montreal Canadiens isn't a very good comparable because they played hardball with PK Subban and got him on a 2-year bridge deal. So, I mean, the Blue Jackets probably look at that and go, well, hell, Montreal could do that with a guy who went on and won a Norris Trophy. We can do that with our guy who, maybe not Norris Trophy, but maybe could, is very, very important to our team. So, that's why they're doing that. So, plus, listen, they've got the leverage. They've got all the leverage as far as they're concerned. Nobody's going to make him an offer sheet. He's not going to go and jump to the KHL. If this kid wants to keep playing hockey, it's either with the Blue Jackets or nobody. So this could come down to a staring staring contest once the season begins, because the only thing that Johansson has working in his favor is a holdout. And if he goes the holdout route, then he's got until the 1st of December to sign a contract, or he's ineligible for the rest of the season. So, yeah, that's kind of fun.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the Blue Jackets, just their salaries, and it's just I don't know where they're spending this money. Like, just I don't know. Pay the kid. Pay the kid. For
They
Christ's
probably
sake.
have a department of accountants that
I
can
guess.
see where the money's going.
Well, they are sponsored by Nationwide. They're on your side.
Yeah, but they only have so much that they're willing to
I
afford.
understand, but
That's-
they're it's 50.
Yeah, oh, I know. Listen,
58 now.
if they hadn't kneecapped themselves by spending crazy, stupid money on Nathan Horton, they could easily afford Ryan Johansson. But hey,
Except for that no movement clause.
nobody has a crystal ball either, do they? I mean, remember a year ago, Ryan Johansson come off a pretty crappy season. He wound up finishing in the AHL and even wound up being benched in the AHL playoffs in 2013. So who knew?
Yeah, well, analytics of that. Take that, analytics. Ryan Johansson go. All right. I don't know. It just seems that you're kind of. I mean, let's be honest. Nathan Horton's going to get injured 6 weeks from now.
Mm-hmm. Which will make it so much easier to sign him. Yeah.
Yep, and that's when the Blue Jackets like, hey, buddy, listen, we got this bag of money
here's
over
what
here.
You do. You make it. You make it so that the first year's at $4 million, and the second year's in $5 million, and there you go.
Hey, bud, this bag of money just dropped out of the back. That's crazy.
Well,
how
I
this
mean,
works.
listen. The Jackets are willing to spend up to $4 million. I think that's a pretty good start. When most guys that come off of entry-level contracts usually end up having to, get $2 to $3 million per season, on a 2-year deal. Jackets are willing to go to $4 million. If you squeeze them hard enough, they would probably go $4.5 million per season on a 2-year deal. If I'm Johansson, I'd take that, play my ass off, and then, prove that you're going to be worth $7, $8, $9 million a season on your next contract.
Then bolt the hell out of Columbus.
He won't be in any position to do that then, but
No.
But he'd be in an excellent position to dictate the terms of the big bucks. So.
Bridge contracts. We hardly knew ye. We got any other fun fantasticness, Lau, that we may have
Did you guys touch on very quickly? Charles Wong is selling your New York Islanders.
By
Yeah.
2016, he's out as majority owner.
I'm just going to say, on the one hand, I understand why Islanders fans are happy about this. The whole time for a change, blah, blah, blah. I get this. But for me, it's just like, okay, but I remember when Charles Wong, took over ownership of the team 14 years ago, and it was the same sort of feeling. Here comes a billionaire. Well, him and his partner at the time, they're billionaires. They're in the computer industry. That, of course, we all remember. That was back in the whole height of the whole .com bubble stuff and all of that. And it's like, yeah, he's going to come in. He's got these big plans. He wants to the whole Lighthouse project. We all recall that. The whole renovate the arena, develop the whole area around it. It was going to pour in all kinds of money, make the Islanders. We're going to be able to afford to spend all the money on the team. Yeah, it was going to be great. The glory days are going to be back. Hey, look, he turned around and they traded for Alexei Yashin and Michael Pekka. In 2001, back when those guys were still in their prime, and got a hold of Chris Osgood as their goaltender, and for 3 seasons they actually made the playoffs and things were starting to look good, and then everything went for shit. So yeah, on the one hand, okay, I can understand again why they're happy about this, but on the other hand, we don't know what the new owners have got in store, what their plans are going to be. I mean, on the one hand, they've got some advantages that Charles Wong didn't have when he bought the team. They've got a franchise player, obviously, John Tavares, a true superstar in the league. They do have a core of some good young NHL talent that have started to prove themselves or are proving themselves, and they're moving to Barclays Center. I mean, brand new arena, so that issue's going to be. But here's the other thing: the flip side of this, though, is are they going to spend the money to keep this team? Who's that? Who's that? Who's the goalie?
This is the best thing that Chris Osgood did for the Islanders.
That is the Chris Osgood Islanders.
Fall backwards into the goal, and if you could see this at home, the puck is in the net.
Very true.
Good one. But here's the thing. I mean, on the other hand, are they going to put money in the team? Because let's face it, because of all the problems that they have with the whole Lighthouse project and everything like that, Charles Wong lost a boatload of money. On this team, and they've had to keep payroll close to the league minimum. So they're still, even though they spend more money now on the team than they ever did back in the bad old days, they still can't afford to spend money to bring in free agent talent. And quite frankly, it's a moot point anyway because nobody wants to come and sign with the Islanders. You know, the Islanders have the bad rep right now, and they still do. You know, they had a bad rep when Charles Wong bought the team. They still do. Basically, you could say nothing's really changed in the 14 years. The Islanders are still a laughingstock, just like they were when he bought them 4 years ago. A few things have changed, but they're still a laughingstock. The question is now, what do the new ownership do? Are they going to invest the money to improve this team? What are they going to do when the Barclays Center becomes too small? Because it's going to be one of the smallest venues in the league, so they're going to have to charge a premium if they're going to make any money, okay? Which means they're going to have to sink some money into this franchise in order to make it competitive, in order to bring the fans out so that they can then turn around and charge that premium to watch them. Can they keep John Tavares from Bolton to free agency in 2018? That's the whole key right there. You know, this team has to improve over the next 4 years. They've got to give John Tavares reason to believe that it's worthwhile staying with this franchise rather than going and signing with a better club, you know, via free agency. He's going to make a shit pile of money anyway, regardless, you know. Will that ownership even be willing to pay him that big bucks? I mean, there's still a lot of questions here that have yet to be determined, and it's going to take time to figure it out. You know, I mean, obviously nothing really is going to change this season. You know, they're playing their final year in Nassau Coliseum. You know, Charles Wong is still the owner. You know, he will be until 2016. You know, what changes are we going to see? Is there going to be any improvement at all over the next 2 years? You know, like I said, a lot of open questions. I mean, is the management still going to be there? You know, is Gar Snow still going to be the general manager?
Nope.
You know, well, we don't know that. Remember, everybody thought Mike Milbury was going to get the boot when Charles Wong took over, and he stayed with the team 5 more years. You know, then they hire Gar Snow, and they have the mixed bag with him. On the one hand, yeah, drafts John Tavares. Yeah, he did make some decent trades early in his career. On the other hand, he totally screwed the pooch on the whole Thomas Vanek thing. Gave Rick DiPietro a 15-year contract. You know, I mean, so
these things happen.
Yeah, for every good move he'd make, he also made bad moves. So yeah, as I said.
I will say this: Kevin Conley is already starting on his new 30 for 30 documentary on this fiasco.
Oh my God! If these guys, well, actually, these guys actually do have money. This has been proven. So it's not another John Spano situation.
It's just a Charles Wong docudrama.
Yeah.
And short it'll be in.
Well, listen, I do in a way though. I do feel sorry in a way for Charles Wong because, as I said, he when he took over the team, I mean, he had some great ideas. The Lighthouse Project, if that had gotten off the ground, I mean, I think that the Islanders in the long run would have benefited from it. But ultimately, local politics came into play. He wanted the local government to pick up the tab or for at least half of it or what have you. He wound up scaling it all back to where it just finally became, okay, look, please help me renovate the arena. And ultimately, even then, they said no. So, after that, I mean, it was only a matter of time before he was going to have to divest himself of the club.
And here we are, looking at new ownership. Yeah. One last question, Lyle. Will the Central Hockey League be a thing next week?
Will they even exist? Computer says no.
Teams are dropping like high school girls' panties on prom night, Lyle. I tell you, it is just fast and furious.
Too fast, too furious.
Yeah, exactly. Vin Diesel.
Well, I get like 2 or 3 franchises folding, but what would cause a waterfall of this magnitude?
Well, just I don't know.
Somebody probably had all 4 aces.
Exactly. That was a big thing.
It starts a waterfall every time.
They don't want no scrubs either.
No,
I thought we were going on a TLC thing. Okay.
Remember, don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're
a circle of death.
Yes.
There.
I know that you're going to have it your way or nothing at all, but I think you're moving too fast.
I have to say one thing is that if the 3 teams that are owned by the same owners fold, I'm pretty sure that league's dead.
I'm pretty sure you're right.
That would be awesome.
And what happens then? You're the one. Hey, come on, Scotty. You're the guy plugged into.
Right about now, it seems as if the ECHL could be calling teams, especially out towards the western side of things, and because their Western Conference is a goddamn mess.
I just
because
have one question. What's going to happen to my Alaska Aces?
they're still going to be around. They're probably one of the most profitable teams in the ECHL.
Damn
That's
straight,
fine.
man. They've been fiercely popular going back to when I used to live up there, back when they were called the Anchorage Aces, for God's sake.
Yeah, and I mean they're going to stay around because they're very self-sufficient, self-sustainable. The big thing now is, but for the other teams, I mean, you have, big Fort Wayne is in the Western Conference. Fort Wayne, Indiana is in the goddamn Western Conference.
That's as ridiculous as the Toronto Maple Leafs being in the NHL's Western Conference.
Exactly.
And the Detroit Red Wings being in the Western Conference.
Exactly. So I mean,
It's
here we are.
ridiculous.
It's pretty crazy. So I think that there's a lot. ECHL is calling a lot of these teams, and a lot of the teams that haven't even folded yet, and maybe even the Peoria Rivermen, who are in the Southern Professional Hockey League for some ungodly reason, and trying to get some deals.
Wasn't there supposed to be weren't these leagues supposed to join forces?
Yeah,
AHL and ECHL, weren't they supposed to join
the
forces?
ECHL and CHL were supposed to have. There was rumors of a merger.
Yeah.
That's not happening now, obviously.
No, obviously
But
not.
what happened was the ECHL started calling, and they were like, "Just wait, give it 2 weeks."
Just give it. Give it.
No. Believe me, we'll be fine.
Yeah. Let's not rush into anything here. Let's not be too hasty.
And that's definitely for sure because the CHL still hasn't released the schedule yet.
Yeah.
So they don't have to rearrange the schedule because they haven't released one as of yet. A lot of bad news, but there's a lot of There's a couple profitable teams in the CHL of what's remaining. I mean,
well, somebody's going to snap them up.
Oh, dude, for sure. I mean,
Yeah.
if not the ECHL, then Southern Professional.
Yeah.
Will take some of the teams because like the Missouri Mavericks are a big get. The Quad City Mallards are back on even footing. The Allen Americans are one of the most profitable teams in 5 years, and they've won 3 Miron Cups.
You know what I like about the name Southern Professionals? It puts me in mind of the old Southern Wrestling associations.
Mm-hmm. Could be a Jim Crockett promotion there.
Exactly. It's a Jim Crockett promotion.
Jim Crockett promotion. It's gonna be great here. Here at the Sportatorium. It's going to be a fun time. Fritz Von Erich is coming into the ring now. Good times had by all, but yeah, no.
Gordon Soley, you're announced. I used to do good Gordon Soley. You got to have that kind of nasal with the smokers talk at the same time. Gordon Soley, and he gave him a magnificent suplex.
But yeah,
suplex. Oh, God.
I had to start a hockey blog a month earlier than I wanted to.
Yeah.
Listen,
by the way, I think belonging to minor leagues, I think that's
my joint. That's where I'm going.
That's a good gig for you, my friend. Seriously, I think that's a good gig for you.
It's where I'm getting picked up by a team in Rapid City, Iowa. Fucking making it happen live.
Don't knock it until you've tried it. Hey,
doing it a big time.
Maybe the Alaska Aces come calling, my friend.
Yeah, I'm good. That is true. It's warmer.
Don't knock it. Don't knock it.
It is warmer. Yeah, Lyle, groceries cost $47 for a jug of milk. I don't know about this.
It does not.
What?
I live there. It does not.
All right, 45.
But it is expensive. I will give you that.
It's pretty expensive.
But you don't pay taxes, and everybody gets a tax credit.
Oh, I like that. I'm a big fan of
seriously.
tax credits.
Oil money. Ching ching.
Yeah. Boom. Boom goes the dynamite. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how this all pans out for me.
But definitely think that's it. That's a gig for you, my friend. Let me know when it goes live, and I will be. Shoot me the link, damn it, so I can start promoting the hell out of this thing.
Social medias did it. It's
Well, shoot me a damn link so I can include my links, and I will promote the hell out of this thing.
I will shoot you a link if you don't see it on the Facce book beforehand. So yeah, I will shoot you the link. Actually, I'll do that right now, so I can beat you to the Facce book. Also, is it bad of me calling it Facce book? We'll go with that later. But in any case, yeah, Lyle, it's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun, and we'll let you go. We'll talk to you next week as we get 1 week closer to the fun fantasticness that is training camps.
Is it September yet?
Wake me up when September ends.
But hey, here's the thing, guys. Let's not knock it. We're almost a month away or 2 months away from Wyclef being back.
It's true.
So we've got that going for us because he's been gone he's gone till November. Give a kiss to his mother. So there's that. All right, we're getting out of here. We're running around of Wyclef jokes. Refugee All Stars. Here we go. Wow, thanks as always, buddy.
Talk to you next week, guys.
Yes,
Peace
sir.
out. There he goes, Lyle Richardson. He gone. SpectresHockey.net, thehockeynews.com, Bleacher Report, and the PEI Guardian Island. So,
There's.
go Ers, always and forever. Johnny P, start us off with the round of shoutouts, if you will.
I have a shout out to DC United. Second in the East right now.
Ooh.
DC United. Far cry from last year's 3 wins. And
Yeah.
4 in the U.S. Open Cup that they won. What else? I have a shout out to Face Off Hockey Show Tinder.
Yes.
Hopefully
Tinder Hockey Show.
Hopefully that's coming out soon. I have a shout out to analyzing my scoring chances. I'm actually hiring an entire team. Also to look an entire department to look at my scoring.
I'll start
chances.
making some spreadsheets.
Thank you. I'm gonna need drop downs, obviously.
Clearly, you need some data validation.
Clearly, and I may add graphs. Just saying.
Why are you speaking Italian?
Just
Why is it
saying.
data valuations? You need a data valuation. Bad Italian joke.
Oh god. I have a shout out to Mom giving me some shirts.
Nice.
And lunch for tomorrow because they apparently had spaghetti and meatballs and sausage for dinner.
Oh, dude.
That's not stereotypical.
That's stereotypical, but it also sounds delicious.
I guarantee you it's delicious. Lunch tomorrow. I will not be buying lunch. And I also have a shout out to Giant. I spent $70 in Gatorade products at Giant.
Well played.
For soccer season. Gatorade products, some Red Bull, and some energy bars. But I saved $30.
So, and you're writing off how much of it?
All of it.
So essentially, at the end of the year, it's going to be free.
Essentially, I spent more money on my refereeing drinks than I did on my own groceries.
Wow, that's
true. I don't need to go back to Giant for another 3 months.
amazing.
I'm just going to
Right down the
subside off of. It's going to be all energy bars and Gatorade protein shakes.
That's amazing.
Yep.
You sir are king amongst men.
A shout out to getting back in shape too.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, I'm out.
Mark with a C.
So I'm going to give a shout out, and let's see if Scotty has any reaction to this. At this bachelor party over the weekend, I met. Well, I'd actually met him before, but met a man who played for the Chesapeake Chiefs growing up. A man by the name of Mike DeTanzio.
Mike Latanzia?
Latanzia. I thought it was DeTanzio.
No.
I knew that there was a tansy in the middle because
it's Italian.
It's like, yeah. So okay. So Mike Latanzia.
Yeah, big little Mikey we called him. One of the
Little
little
Mikey.
Mikes.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's still a little dude.
Yeah, his dad coached me the first 2 or 3 years of hockey there. Yeah, I know.
Yes,
Mitch.
yes.
That's a huge blast from the past. Holy
There you go. So
I've had
shout
2
out to
blasts
Mike.
from the past between you and what John Swatala told me he was hanging out with. It's on the Deadeye team now.
Who's that?
JoJo Harding.
Ah, JoJo. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when he was a little kid because I trained with his uncle. So
They don't like being called little kids. He's a small
I remember when he was like
he was
6.
a small person.
Yeah, I remember when he was like 6. Him and his brother Bud and JoJo.
So shout out to, was he on the Flintstones?
Are you sure that wasn't
Don't sit on your monitor.
I feel like that was a little person tag team.
Actually, I'm pretty sure that they put out a record in '99. Not really sure.
With Bubba Sparks.
So shout out to Mikey, little Mikey, and shout out to JoJo for that respect. And I guess that's really about it. I don't really have anything beyond that. Soccer. I'm playing soccer again starting Thursday, picking it back up because our season's starting back up again. So exciting times. That's it.
Nice, excellent.
Do you need any cleats or anything?
We're playing turf. I mean,
Oh,
it's indoors,
alright.
so I have my turfs that I've
Fine.
had for many
I was
years.
thinking about getting new ones.
Well,
They're black.
Don't be racist.
No, it makes them faster.
Don't be. Listen, Jimmy the Greek. We don't need this out of you.
No, I mean they have to be black so that I can referee in them. But if I get a new pair, then Mark gets my old pair because he wears the same size shoes.
True story.
But here's the thing, he'll never be back. My shout-outs, obviously Mr. Mike's Steakhouse Casual out in Airdrie, Alberta. Fun time, as always, on Friday, and it's going to be another fun time on Friday night here. Shout-out to Blast from the Past, Mikey and JoJo. Holy jeez. Those are names I've never thought I would hear from again, but here we are. Also shows you how great the Maryland hockey system is, where everyone can know each other from years past. Yep, I don't think I have anything else. I already shouted at my car getting fixed last week, and away we are. Shout out to Sean for coming back on. I'll give him a shout out because we rarely see him, and I'm just glad to have him back. But that's it. That's all. For Johnny P, Mark with a C, Sean O. Amazingly enough, I'm Scotty Watts. Take care of yourself and someone else. It's been Face Off Hockey Show on faceoffhockeyshow.com, which is also our Tumblr. Check us out on the Facebook, FOHS Radio there, and on the Twitter, Face Off HCKY Show on there. But until next week, where we'll join you for another 2+ hours of action-packed talk and excitement.
What up?
Peace!